Hold on. Once I do this.
Yeah.
I wonder if anybody can hear us. Yeah, now if we can only get the music to work.
Hey, one step at a time.
I thought it was working before. I wonder what the heck happened. I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Is that it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'll figure it out. We're working on it. Instead of me just coming in and saying, "Hey, can you hear me?" and then looking around for about 20 minutes, we try to create a bit of a splash screen where we can do some different things. I mean, we're trying here. It's not perfect, but we're trying here. All right, let's do this here. Boom. There we go. That way you guys can at least see a little bit what I'm doing. I'm painting these rats from Warhammer Quest. Today we're just going to kind of like have an open painting kind of thing. And Helen is going to invite some of you guys, if you want to come in, ask some painting questions. Maybe you have some painting issues in your life that you need to be solved. Well, we try to get this ready because we're trying to repaint this mess that was sent to us. So I really kind of want to get it ready because this weekend we are playing Warhammer Quest. If it kills me. Oh my God, is that you, Helen?
No, but it's probably in my house.
All right, there we go.
I'm sitting here. You can see what I'm doing.
Oh, okay. I'm looking
not the
down.
only one
You're the
home,
one. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for popping in. Again, smash that like button like there's no tomorrow. And also, if you could be kind enough, that if you are not following us on Twitch, please follow us on Twitch. And also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications whenever we go live. We got plenty of things going on. Tomorrow, we're thinking of doing something that I've been working on, and we are going to have what I call all-day print and play. Now, I don't know if it'll be all day, but we're going to do a whole bunch of print and play games that I printed out. We're going to try to just squeeze in as much as we can before I get exhausted. And then there you go. That'll do that. Tonight, I actually have a meeting for the big job. And we were going to do War and Pieces over on Board Game Geek. But I do not see that happening, unfortunately. So War and Pieces will be next week with Dan and myself. So I apologize for that, but hey, life is life. There's a lot going down here, and well, unfortunately. Now, one of our great sponsors is Army Painter, okay? What fantastic stuff they have. First of all, I have like a whole bunch of it, and they're so nice. They just, well, before everything got shut down in Indiana tomorrow, or today, I think it was, they were going to send us a whole bunch of stuff, but I had so much stuff on top of it that I'm just using my Army Painter. And I'll tell you, this stuff, once you learn how to use it, because you really got to learn how to use it, it's more affordable. But, you know, you're splitting hairs when you go and you talk about paints. So it really comes down, what can you afford? And I'll tell you, Army Painter is affordable. It's clean. I love the color range. Okay, that's one thing I'm excited about, is this complete color range that you have.
Nice. Very nice.
And also, I really, I'm going to switch cameras here just to mix things up because I can. Boof.
Because you can.
Because we'll go up top here.
I was going to bring some stuff up to paint, but that didn't happen today. Maybe next time.
You know, you're going to see Helen on the stream a lot more. And I'm kind of excited about it. You know, I paid a good amount of money to get this program. I don't know. Everybody said that when you got in early, it was $200 a year. Mine is $400 and something a year.
Ouch.
Yeah, but I paid for like the professional package so we can do all the other little snippets and things like that. And it you know, and we can get 6 people in.
Soares asks why I'm not painting, because you know you have a big backlog to paint. Yeah, my paint desk is actually in the basement, and my computer and everything is upstairs, so they're kind of not in the same place. So I had to think about it ahead of time, which I didn't. And we all don't want a repeat of Helen standing up in the middle of the stream.
So Helen, why don't you give that address where they can send, where you can send them a link if somebody wanted to pop in? Go ahead, handle it.
You betcha. If you are interested in coming and hanging out with us, or you know, if you got questions, you want to just hang and paint, the email is orenites, ORENITES @gmail.com. Make sure you include your YouTube or Twitch username so I know who you are, and we will get you hooked up.
There you go.
Yeah, because reasons. Yes, excuses. Well, there's like a floor, and I don't
There's the
have the
excuse.
force.
We've got a game that we got to play, and I got to get it painted.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
By contrast, my painting is mostly just for funsies. So.
And I got so much I gotta paint, but this is going to be a good time for me to do this. We're gonna do a lot more of these where we just invite everybody in and do that kind of thing. I think it's a lot more fun and informative. And then if somebody has a question, out in the audience, that way we have you as well to kind of be my eyes. Because this was the original plan over a year ago, was to try to do something like that, and we couldn't do it. We tried to do it with Discord, remember?
Oh yeah, we definitely did, and we did a couple that the concept, we did proof of concept, it worked, but the program just wasn't. It just wasn't quite there. Thank you, Soares. He just donated $3 and said, "Army Painter is so affordable. Here's one for Rob."
Thank you, my brother. I just hope you guys will support these guys. These are fantastic people. I had a chance to have some meetings with them. A matter of fact, they are. I am the sole. Oh, how can I say it? I am the painter for a new TV show that's going to be on Netflix. It's called Above Board. It's kind of a comedy board game show. And
I'm dying because comedy board game.
I mean, it's a live audience, and the guys are hysterical, and they play games, they show off games, and they do all kinds of different things. You're going to see a lot of different guest stars, but all the games that will appear on there are painted by yours truly, Rob's Tabletop World. And then next year, I believe when they start the second season, I will be flying out to LA to do a couple episodes with them. At least that's what we think. Yeah, international global icon. Like I said, I've always said
national treasure. I mean, we can't. We didn't get to hear it. See, that's one of the things.
I'm so mad.
We're working on that intro because obviously on the usual stuff, we aren't able to.
Well, let's see if they hear this one. Hold on. Let's see if they hear this one. No, that's not. All these in here? Hold on. Come on. That's not a banner. Hold on. Private chat. Oh, I have a private chat. Oh, there's Helen. Brand. Oh, here it is. Okay, let's see if this works.
That one worked.
All right. Oh, one day we will be professional. Nah.
So yeah, you guys got a quick preview there of what we're hoping to be the bumper on uploaded videos now. No, there's no video in the frames.
What do you mean?
He says, but Soulrays just said, but no videos in those frames. No, that's something that I have to put in post-production.
Yeah, there's something that we have to work on.
Right.
We're gonna be working on a few things.
Technically for YouTube, not for here, but we keep playing with different bits to try and figure out what we need to do.
When we do restream, you'll see all that stuff.
Yeah,
and you'll probably hear the thing too.
That
we'll
other sort
video.
It out.
Yeah, we're working on it. But for this,
I may that one worked, so I may see if I can grab that bit of sound and put it in a intro for over here too.
Because I could put it on, but it's only like 30 seconds. And
right, the problem with StreamYard is that it's got a very limited file size, and video, as many of you know, is rather size intensive. Thank you, Soulrace says it's a good song. Yeah, it's all actually part of the RetroShed tune that Rob picked as his theme music. It's actually got several different excellent little riffs in there that I can grab and use for different parts, different feels. It changes feel quite a bit. It is a glorious song. I've enjoyed playing with it. So
it pretty much sums up your true national treasure, myself.
yeah, there's a voiceover at the very beginning. That's I think haven't you been using that for something?
Yeah, we originally had that as the opening for everything, but I was afraid everybody get tired of it a bit. So I kind of went, and plus it's so loud. It just starts off. It's just like, yeah, guess what? Here we are.
Yeah,
and then
it
they
is
go,
really loud.
And then you got to play with your thing. But I mean, we're always working on something. Matter of fact, I'm going to be talking to my boy over at Retro Shred and see what he can do for me. I think we'll mix up a few songs in there. Sweet. Oh, how the rats are flowing here. Let's
at least we have something to play at the end of live streams without Rob being cut off mid-sentence. Yes!
Oh, I know. That's the whole idea of it.
We've been after that since, I don't know.
Yeah, because I'll accidentally, I go, okay, I'm done. And then, I don't know. What can I tell you?
I'll figure it out.
I never said I was a pro at this stuff.
No, we just play at being pros around here. It's all good.
No, I don't got a fancy desk. I don't sit behind it with a green screen and pretend to go, "Hi, how you doing? I'm going to tell you about this crunchy game that's coming out, and you're going to really like it because my opinion means more than the other 500 people that are doing the same video."
What are you painting, Rob?
Rats.
I hate rats. No, wait, that's a different problem. They're rats from Warhammer Quest, yes?
Yes, we're trying to get Warhammer Quest done. Matter of fact, those are okay. Hold on, I'm taking a look.
This is sort of a behind the scenes, but at some point in time, I need to grab a list of army painter bits.
Yeah.
Colors.
Yeah, I'm going. Well, yeah.
Rob needs to use some of the video filters Justin uses. That would be hilarious.
Oh no. That kid got issues. That kid got issues.
We are very glad that Justin has been
I can't believe that's
taking care of stuff on that end down there and kind of helping you with the hardware side, since I can't really do that.
I mean, if you really think about where he's gotten us to, I mean, it's pretty amazing when
we've come a long way in what, a month? Yeah,
and you and I have a vision. I'm looking for some paint. Hold on, guys. Sorry, but
at some point in time, I'm actually going to get him to pull colors first.
Well, yeah,
and then invariably he'll pull the colors, and then I wanted that other one.
And what I'm really trying to do is get us to a point where we're more interactive. I don't want to be more professional. I just want to be interactive. And that's more important to me than anything else. It's just really.
We started out with the heart of the community as the channel, or the other way around.
And then
the channel as the community, and we kind of have tried some different things. But honestly, that's kind of where your heart is. That's why I onboarded.
Well, we went away from. I think we chipped everybody because we went away from it. Because we started going for more shiny content. Let's try to give them what they want, or what we thought that people wanted, and it really wasn't what people wanted. People can go anywhere to learn about different games. You can even go anywhere for painting too. All right, let's not be. Think I'm the only painter on the planet. I mean, you can go to a lot of places, but I think the thing that ultimately happened. Wow, look, who did this? Okay.
Question from the community.
Go ahead.
Actually, from Godzilla, no less. Godzilla lover, do you need to prep the metal figures before painting? And if so, how do you prep them?
Metal? The same way you do plastic. You prime it. You don't have to wash it or anything like that because there's no release on there, believe it or not. Because when they usually do metal, it's they do put a release. If you watch the Reaper video that I did, I think I show the whole process. But by the time it comes to you and it goes through the powder, because they put it through this powder, you can just prime it and it doesn't recoil or anything like that. We need bats. More bats in our lives.
Always.
This pretty much because we're bat blank crazy.
How did I know that was coming?
You didn't know it was coming because this is a family channel.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Nothing to see. Move on.
Serial heroes. Man, I was watching garbage these last 20 minutes when I could have been here watching Rob. Yeah, you could have been watching our awesome silent intro.
I'm so mad because of that too. I was like, wow, this is glorious. And I can hear it. You can hear it. No,
I actually can't hear it.
Oh, really?
No, it's silent.
I wonder what it's.
You can hear it though.
Well, it said in the thing, it says if you want to put the sound on desktop, maybe there's a setting or something I have to hit. Who knows?
We'll sort it.
I'll figure it out.
We'll do it sometime when we're, not live and you can play with settings and
yeah.
Since we don't, I just figured I couldn't hear it because I was on the back end, but
no, I guess I can hear it. Nobody else. Great, awesome.
Hey, you got to listen to 5 minutes of great music.
Well, yeah. Well, actually, it gave me a chance to kind of set things up a little bit.
Yep.
And that's the whole point of it is to just kind of, all right, this will entertain people until we go live. Now, all I want to do is get the base coat on these bats, and then I will take it from there and try not to paint my fingers.
Hey, glowing turtle.
The glowing turtle.
The glowing turtle. I actually got my color laser printer yesterday, so it should get set up here soon so I can play my copy of the Drifter.
And tomorrow would be pretty good. Tomorrow would be a good show.
Tomorrow we should be doing PNP Palooza or something.
Yeah,
we'll come up with a better name than that, because.
Yeah, just a kind of a marathon. We're just gonna play a whole bunch of different games all at once. And don't forget to support our sponsors. You can support them by going to Miniature Market. You can support them by going to Army Painter, who, unfortunately, they're not shipping anything out for a little while because the state kind of shut everything down.
Yeah, it's
Indiana.
Yep.
But, sign of the times.
I think Missouri is pretty well shut down, too, with Mini Market. PNP TNT. I like it, Monster.
Yeah, there we go.
Awesome. I love it when you guys come. See, you guys are so creative. I love it.
And so much smarter than us.
I'm not going to say
and that. My lawyer friend. You're supposed to be my attorney.
Yeah, Mini Market still has Army Painter paints. They do, you can go to Mini Market, buy the Army Painter paints, and you've supported both our sponsors at once. Love it.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to hear.
Love it. Love it. Warnights@gmail.com. If you're interested in joining us, have questions for Rob, things like that.
You don't even have to throw a camera on yourself.
No.
All we ask is that no foul language.
Yep. Keep it clean. It's a family show.
Yeah. No inappropriate behavior. That's all I ask.
Yeah. Send me if you
my
send
grandson.
me a note to warnights@gmail.com with your username or a quick ID so I know who you are.
She'll send you the code to get in.
I will send you the code. You're going to get that from time to time, those of you who are just hanging out. Working from home like all of the rest of us. Christopher Brett Sherman is in California, knows all about shutdown. Yes, you guys do. I was just talking with a friend of mine that lives out there.
A friend? Besides me?
I have a friend.
Besides me?
Yeah.
What?
Scary, isn't it? Well, see, I have bi-coastal friends. One in Florida, one in California.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That didn't sound very good.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm here all night.
I'll be here all night. I'm working the room. I'm working blue.
I'm working something. You're working what? What color are you working in there, Rob?
Black.
Is that a black?
Why, you can't see?
Well, it's hard to make out exactly what color it is.
All right, hold on. Let's try another.
We had some brown on the. We had some brown on the.
That's black.
That's black. All right. Well, I'm just trying. I mean, you're painting, so I'm trying to keep.
Oh no,
Kinda,
I was just wondering if people can see this.
we can. Your that screen, that camera is just barely on screen.
All right, hold on here. Here's the way we fix it midstream.
Old school. We're fixing it old school around here. Sweet.
Everybody remembers those days. Hey, how you doing? Remember the Queen used to cook in the kitchen?
Oh, I love that.
What are you making?
My favorite line was the one where you guys got into it over t-shirts. It was a great stream. Roll back. It's a great stream.
Oh, the one where we got in an argument
over
on
camera. On camera.
She wanted to throw because I wear the same t-shirt all the time.
She was tired of your t-shirt.
I'm tired of your t-shirts. Why don't you wear something else? Listen. Listen, devil woman.
It'd be nice.
You just keep it quiet and things will be fine.
All right. I'm making something that's not miniature, more of a bigature. Does that count? Well, we did paint the what was it? The Cthulhu Death May Die.
Oh yeah,
Rising.
We did that. Okay, I'm gonna try something else here.
That I don't think it gets. I don't think. Whoa, hi. I don't think it gets much more bigature than that one. So.
All right.
Sure.
How's that better?
Once we stop, get off the boat, we should be fine.
Let me tell you something. I am heartbroken over the fact that my dark light is stuck someplace in Malta.
Your dark light is stuck in. How does that happen? Did you buy it from somebody over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the guy brought.
That's a weird place. That's not a through ship location.
Well, it was supposed to be here today, but it's been there since the 9th, stuck in Malta. And I'm so ticked because I've gotten no other information from the guy. So I'm about ready to go to eBay and go, well, give it back. I'll start again. So here's the thing that really ticks me off. So the people that actually make dark light, they put it in the post. Wow, we can't wait for you to do dark light. I go, well, you know what would be nice? If you want to see it on, because nobody else is doing streams on it, why don't you just send a doggone copy, for crying out loud? Because I'm doing everything I can to get your stupid game.
Oh, no. Chris Sherman. Okay, cool. I hope it's okay I call you Chris. Okay, cool. Might be around 3 feet long and 18 inches tall. That is a bigature. Cereal. It was a toddler Thulu.
Toddler. Oh, remember when we did that?
That was, ugh. Some of those pus things were just, ugh.
Well,
it made me sit there and watch it too. Couldn't turn it off.
It didn't look that bad.
I know. I'm giving you a hard time.
You know something? We should do that game live too. Oops.
I'm dying to try it because you said I would like it.
It's awesome.
And I don't do Cthulhu, so prove me wrong.
But it's not as, it's actually pretty good. Plain and simple. I'm just calling it.
Saeed, hey. How's it going? Soul Rays, he paints so realistically.
Me?
Yeah, one of the things I love about this channel, one of the things I love about the way Rob paints, is that it's not.
Be careful. You're talking to the national treasure here.
It's not like it doesn't take 25,000 hours per mini.
No,
anybody can do this. Anybody can do this.
Holy cow, you're taking all my lines.
What? Well, I mean, we've talked about having next time, we're going to find something that both Rob and I have, and he's going to kind of walk me through painting it.
Yeah,
hopefully I can find paints that fit what he's got. Hey, he's got a collection of paints that's unbelievable. Thank you,
but
Army Painter.
Thank you, Army Painter. And all
your
glory.
Sponsor there. Got to plug the sponsor. Come on.
Gotta love the sponsor. Not only that, you want to hear how nice these guys were? They sent me they're sending me a whole bunch of tools. Okay. Nice. They said, anything you need, just let us know. We're here to support you. We're just, pass the good word on.
Sweet.
I go, well, I love your stuff. And I've used it, quite a bit. As well as Citadel. I'm not going to lie. Okay. And I didn't lie to them either.
Some apple barrel paints. Oh.
Well, we used to do that.
Yeah, we did.
We did that.
Hashtag sarcasm. Yeah.
No,
I heard it.
but we were trying to.
No, I mean, some of those.
We were trying to get people
is it
just to pick up a paintbrush. And
yeah,
some of
just
them were good.
really. I mean, a lot of it. So
Where's
it
Joe?
depends on your background, right? If you've done a lot of. Hey, Liz.
Everybody loves Liz.
Yeah, it depends on your background. If you have some experience mixing colors and whatnot, then you don't need a lot of colors. If you feel more comfortable having that gradient already done by somebody, then do that. You know, it's just it's the fight against gray plastic. Put some color on there. It's better than no color. Trust me.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's gonna you're gonna look at it and go, oh my gosh, I could have done that so much better. And 2 years from now, you may go back to it and try it again, but your game group is going to think you're like a painting god because you actually did it.
There was stuff that I found from like 20, 25 years ago that I went and I looked at and I went, oh my God, I painted this? It's horrible.
Yep.
You know, but
but it's still better than gray plastic.
Oh yeah. I was like,
still better than gray plastic. Even your worst paint job is better than gray plastic.
I go, I can fix this.
Sure.
I don't know if you still.
They're good for terrain. Oh, apple barrel, good for terrain. But once you get used to using Army Painter and Vallejo, you can't go back.
Yeah, I agree there.
Absolutely, and to some extent, once you slide up the scale from Army Painter and Vallejo to some of the hyperpigmented paints, it's similar.
You know what I find though, and this is not, not because they're our sponsor or anything like that, but I find that my Citadels dry out a lot quicker.
Probably because you have to keep the pot open.
Well, yeah. And that's the one thing you put just a little that you think you're going to use. And I was always worried. And the reason I used the Citadel to teach at
Game line, good to see you.
Was I wanted. Oh, is that light on? Okay, yeah, it is on. I wanted to show everybody how to. What was I going to say? The reason I used I was afraid to have them use the droppers is I thought they would waste paint beginning. Put a whole bunch
Game
of them in the middle.
$10 to help color our world.
Whoa, bro! More. Way to come strong.
Whoa! Thank you, brother.
Look at you. You're just a superstar.
Tony from merry old England here, loving the retro revisited vibe.
Listen, this is.
Thank you, Tony.
I'm not no longer.
Oh, go ahead.
No longer the cult of the new.
No.
I'm over it.
We're kicking it old school.
We were over it. We were over it 2 years ago.
I distinctly remember metal pewter maybe minis back in the late 80s that my older brother used to play games with. Are those still a thing?
We got some right over here. Hold on.
Liz, they actually are. They are becoming more of a specialist.
Whoa, Serious just subscribed. Thank you, my brother.
Wow.
Thank you for subscribing to us over on Twitch.
Unfortunately, we aren't on the right platform for it to do the marching Cthulhu.
I can see it.
The Pikachu. Oh, we didn't see the Pikachu here.
No, but I was able to see it. No, it wasn't a Pikachu.
Rob saw it, so
the star. If I could see it, I hear it and I see the star. See, if I went, hold on. If I went full screen, if I went to wait a minute, it should pop up there maybe. No.
I think it's because we're doing the StreamYard, which is its own.
You didn't see it over in the corner here?
No. Did y'all see it? Did I miss it?
Over here? I think you missed it.
That's possible.
So anyways, this is from the early 90s. This is a game called Full Thrust that we are working on.
Yep.
And you're going to see us paint that too. So, hey.
There are special... Chris says he loves metal minis and sells a bunch on eBay. Yeah, there are still specialty manufacturers doing the metal minis. Most of the board game manufacturers have... Yeah, Reaper still does some metal. There are specialty manufacturers that are still doing them on a regular basis. Most of the board game manufacturers have switched to more of a resin, but...
Well, they switched more to plastic, and the reason that you know why you didn't see it? Because it was on the other camera. If I switched the other camera...
Oh, man! But this camera, stick with put the other camera somewhere else, because this camera is great for seeing you paint.
Yeah. No. I could put it on you.
Okay, that works.
No.
Soul Rays says, to save paint, consider a wet palette, maybe. I have a Redgrass Games wet palette. It seals and keeps the paint fresh for a long, long time.
Well, I got some news for you, Hotshot. You and your wet palette. Okay. Our repainter's sending us one, so just chill.
Sweet. That'll be nice.
Yep. They're sending us.
Good to know. I remember Liz says, good. Tony says it's good to have weight to your minis. Liz says, good to know. I remember an old tree wizard one I used to steal from him and put in my fairy garden. Nice. Nice.
I don't like this.
Scrolling back up here a bit, Godzilla Lover suggested that maybe we could pick a bone figure and announce it, and then we could all have a painting hangout sometime.
Yeah. Well, the whole idea of this is to get people to come in eventually.
Absolutely. That was one of the things we've thought about. We talked about it. Maybe
people are very camera shy.
Right.
But you don't have to have the camera on. You could just have your voice on. You don't have to have
so
a camera.
If we do or you can just put your camera on your fig, even if you got a camera.
If you want to stick your head, if you want to stick your head in.
Or a very commonly found mini, like rats.
Yeah.
Thanks, Soul Rays. Soul Rays would join us, but he's on baby duty.
We'll bring the baby on.
Rob brings his baby on.
Yeah, I can't see
we
her
all
for
love
a
her.
while.
We love her.
Yeah, we can't see her for a while.
I know.
Because of everything.
Because of everything.
Yeah, well, it's my daughter. It's on the front lines. We can't take a chance.
Yeah.
So it's a little difficult, but we'll get through it. That's what families do. They get through it.
The wife's also working at home, so consumption of bandwidth bad.
Uh-oh. Just shut that down. Shut that right down.
Game Line, if you want to join, send me a note on ornights@gmail.com and I'll get you in. I'd love to have you.
As long as it's not that guy that invaded the stream yesterday.
Game Line's not that guy. Come on.
Oh my God, we was
Soul Rays. Hopefully you can watch it back sometime in better resolution. He's currently watching 166 pixel.
Whoa.
Because his wife has apparently got all the bandwidth ever.
What is she doing?
I don't know. Well, like our neighborhood actually managed to crash.
What is she doing for work? Playing Fortnite?
Dude, I want to play Fortnite. All right, Soul Rays, take it easy. Baby's up. Oh, video conferences. Yeah, that'll do it.
Well, that's what this basically is. And so many.
Later, thanks for hanging out with us, Soul Rays, while you could, and pop back in when you get a chance.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, there we go. Boom.
That's kind of the idea here, is just sort of pop in and out. If you have a question, you can come on just to ask that question. Obviously, if you have something you want to say.
Listen, we're just here painting, chilling. You can watch. You can join in. We give you the option. This is more of an interactive channel now. We said everything's going to be interactive. We're going to play games. You guys are more than welcome to join us play some games. We're just we're not changing. We're just becoming back to what we originally were, more of an interactive channel. It's not about me. It's about Helen. These little buggers are such a pain. You end up painting your fingers more than you paint these little spiders. And it's just getting the base coat on these things that are so tough because they're so small. And it's kind of not exciting to watch because they're so small, which I don't understand why Games Workshop originally back in 1989 did it this way. Or 95, excuse me. 89 was such a good year. Are you on there? What happened to Helen? Oh, we lost her. We lost the Helen. All right, no problem. She'll be back. I think her internet went out. Well, we're off to a great start, huh? All right, hold on. Let me well, maybe I could do this. There you go. Hopefully Helen will pop back in for those of you that are watching. I'll keep my eye up. Helen froze. I think she lost her internet. I wonder why everything went quiet. She's never that quiet for that long. She said she was having a little bit of an internet problem at times, or something probably happened. But don't worry, we'll get through this. So I'll tell you what, if you get a hold of me at novaprime860@hotmail.com, I'll get you on here and you can co-host. We can use a co-host. Doesn't hurt, huh? I kind of like this format a lot better. I think we're going to try to just be more interactive. What gameplay do you have planned for this week? Well, let me tell you something, Omega. Tomorrow is going to be print and play marathon. I hope you'll join us. It's going to be insane. I'm going to introduce you guys to some new things. And then, machine wigged out. Be right back. All right. Again, I'll do the promos then. And Omega Red, we got a lot of stuff we're going to be doing. I'm painting right now. Whatever this game is, Warhammer Quest. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to be doing a whole bunch of print and play stuff that I found. And I got a few other sleeves, things up my sleeve. Stick with me. Next week, Helen and I are going to be playing a war game together. You're going to like that. It's going to be pretty funny. I'm going to teach Helen how to play a war game. And then, you know, I really love to have some of you guys come on. I really would eventually, you know. And it's just going to, you know, eventually one of you come in and make it a lot easier. Don't forget to subscribe here at YouTube. Smash that like button like there's no tomorrow. And hey, Billy Shears. Billy Shears.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
Right.
I was just saying that my neighborhood managed to crash the internet. Speaking of the devil.
I wonder why, you know, I was like, man, Helen got quiet. What's her problem?
Yeah.
And I just realized, oh no, Helen ain't here.
Mm-hmm.
Helen's always talking. Hey, do you see Billy Shears is here?
I did. Howdy, howdy. Great having everybody here. One of these days, y'all, I was gonna say, feel free to come in, ask questions. That's what we're here for.
I wonder what he would do. I wonder what he would do if he sang out of tune.
Gameline, oranites@gmail.com.
Get some. What would we do if he sang out of tune? Will we stand up and walk out on him?
I would think about it. Because reasons.
Oh my God.
What time does the print and play marathon start tomorrow? Oh, 1:30 till about when Rob gets home.
I thought you were going to say something else. But,
sorry.
Yeah, it really depends on a few key factors, and it could be an all-day thing. It could be a couple-hour thing. It could be an hour thing. It really depends on what is going on tomorrow, because it depends on my meeting tonight and how that goes. And but I really have I've been streaming every day since this crisis, and I think the idea was for us to stream 5 days a week anyways. This channel is going to become more of a live channel and less of a tape channel, like it originally was. If you remember, for you guys that were originally here, this channel was every Saturday night live. We would only have
that's a different show.
No, well, no. I mean, every Saturday night we were live. We were always live on the weekend. It was me, the Jarl, who I think he's streaming right now. He's now known as Stino.
I was going to say High Warlord Stino.
High Warlord Stino himself. Hold on. Let me switch views. What am I doing? Which one works here? Boom. There we go. Boy, I've just been bouncing you around, huh?
Doing, 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 doing. That explains the headache.
Somebody called Batman. We found the Joker.
Hello, overnights. Have a few calls to make. Just wanted to swing in and say hi. Hey, Pete Sherry in the house.
Hey.
Lizzie Mack. Hi, Warlord Stinko, as we call him sometimes.
Oh,
talking smack.
I'll tell you, that kid did
Rob
one
and
thing.
I have something in common. Extra large bottle of water frequently.
Yes. That boy did one thing right. And if you saw that granddaughter of mine, is it more Amanda or Justin?
Christopher. Cool. Live's so much better for that feeling of a real and friendly community. Absolutely. That's sort of what we're going for.
Yeah,
we're heading back to basics.
Yeah, there's certain things that I'm going to have to do that are going to be taped, like, a couple of reviews or things like that. Or I can even do live reviews, but I just think it's better to kind of, get away from the tape stuff. It's easier to do it live. That way, if you want to watch it, you can watch it later.
GameLine has a question for us that was somewhat substantive. Do you prefer coloring the lights before the darks? Is it more about the part of the model, like clothes or flesh? And he says,
the lights
I
before
prefer
the darks?
do you paint the lights before the darks?
Uh-huh.
Or does it depend on what you're painting?
Depends on what I'm painting. There's a lot of things that I have to visualize. And sometimes that can be the hardest part. You got to have that picture and then kind of game plan things. And if you realize and you start breaking things down, sometimes that's hard because, some of these pictures are just either very dark or they're not very descriptive. And then the model doesn't look exactly like the picture. So now you got to get kind of creative sometimes. Or maybe see what somebody else did and maybe say, ooh, I kind of like that, but I don't like that. And that makes me want to do this. And then you just give it your own feel. Or maybe you just see somebody's work and go, I wonder if I can duplicate that. Oh, thank God those spiders are done.
He says, while I prefer dark shade, the lighter shades don't really highlight as well as I would like. Any suggestions?
The lighter shades don't. Say that again.
It says, I don't know. Maybe we can get GameLine in here to clarify for us. Because he says, also, while I prefer dark shade, I feel like the lighter shades don't really highlight as well as I would like.
Because they don't. Yeah, they don't. What they try to do is give you a different type of. The lighter shades are kind of just to kind of do very light things. They're not supposed to give you that shadow that you're looking for. The darker shades are what really get in there, and then you can kind of adjust things from there. And that's kind of how that works. Look at this. Look at this legend that just popped in here.
Howdy.
Long time hero of the stream.
GameLine.
GameLine. What's up, bro?
Well, I'm glad to be here.
Well,
no, the question I had on the shades, because I've also read and heard some people talking about the shades. Like, for example, I know you use like the Nuln oil a lot, but it seems like some of the other shade, like I don't know if it's if it's more wet or more dry, like it flows differently. So like I usually use the Army Painter shades, but I'm kind of curious what the difference is between something like the Nuln oil as opposed to a pre-mixed shader like the Army Painter dark or light or those.
The Army, you see, this is a thing that a lot of people always talk about, and that's they always say that, well, whatchamacallit shades, Citadel shades are darker. The pigment's a little darker, and that's probably a little bit true, and it becomes a preference. I've been using both, and I find that they're both equally good. But I know what you're trying to say. You have to be able to move that shade around and get it in there, and where the Army Painter seems a little looser, if that makes sense.
Right.
A little more watery. I think what a lot of people make the mistake is they don't shake it enough. like this soft tone here. If you shake this enough, like we can take this soft tone. Let's see what it does. And this is the army.
Does it depend on what you're trying to shade also? I mean, would you be using a soft tone for different things than like your dark tone or your null oil?
Your soft tone is for your browns. So you can kind of work this in like right here with this rat here. And you can't see it, but it actually gets in there. So when I go back and I dry brush over this, that's when you're going to see it. But you want to use like a soft tone. Your soft tone is for your browns. Your dark tone is for your blacks. And once you get that in your head, and it's kind of hard to see. Hold on.
It's very hard to see.
Well, yeah, and that unfortunately is because
maybe you can
hold on, let me try the other camera here.
So say maybe we can grab a couple of stills of one with and without, and we can post those maybe to like Insta later.
Hold on.
Come on. Come here, rat. Things I never thought I'd be saying. It does not want to focus.
No, this camera's going to be stupid now.
Yeah, it's focused way back on the spiders.
Oh, yeah, that's... You know what? Hold on. Let me try one thing. Gotta make the noise.
Awesome.
All right, you know what? StreamYard hates me.
Well, just know, like painting the Wonder stuff, it's some of the stuff's real dark as far as the color schemes, but then there's some of the stuff that's been real light. And I originally tried the lighter one on it, on both the dark and the lighter models, and I just didn't feel like the lighter ones didn't make the shadows that the darker one did. So I've gone to like just using the dark, but I mean, yeah,
you want to go to the darkest that you possibly can, because you can always build out from that. And that's the way I do things. You know, a lot of other people do. You know, here's the thing. You know, your really great print painters are like, well, I paint my detail. Okay, that's awesome, and you're awesome. But you know, not everybody can sit there and paint the detail and sit there and put every hair on something. So these washes really help the beginning painter get confidence until he wants to sit there and try that. Well, you know what? I want to paint every hair on that rat. You know, where I take a small brush and just go dink, 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 dink. It's great if you can do it and you got the time to do it. But do you have the time to put 5 days into one model? No. What basically is the thing that you are trying to achieve? I want to get it painted, I want to get it to the table, and I want to play it.
Yeah.
That's what it really comes down to, folks. That's the ball game.
Yeah, it's been fun painting it. I never thought I would paint until I saw you paint. So it's awesome to see them on the table, because it does make a difference. Of course, what sucks is I'm not patient enough like you to be able to paint them all before I put it on the table. So then it just makes the gray plastic look even worse.
Oh no!
By the painted ones.
No, you listen. I get impatient sometimes, and I'll rush something, and I'll go, oh, I got to go back over this. Man, I got a lot of Army painter. I didn't even realize it. Boy, and they're sending a whole bunch of other stuff too.
Rob, we're on your back end screen still.
Back end screen?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Let me. Oh yeah, because you have to be seen. I forgot.
No, yeah.
Oh, there she is.
Because it's all about me.
There she is, everybody. It's all about her.
She's like Op Center 7 over here watching the chat.
She's like, hey, why am I not the center of attention here? Do you realize we're supposed to call her the Helen?
The Helen. Well, thank you, Rob and the Helen, for taking my question. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Thanks for coming on and asking and clarifying for us.
You don't have to leave.
You don't have to take off if you don't want to, but
I'll let somebody else have it.
We're not trying to kick you out of here.
No.
Totally.
No, yeah, I appreciate it.
You bet. Great to
to
have community
Camp
questions
question.
and just like that, you guys can kind of clarify and have a conversation and really dig into it. Adam Hostedler. Sorry, I apologize. Apparently, Hey Rob, haven't watched in a while. Like the new format. Thank you.
Haven't watched in a while.
I know.
Ugh.
Hey, all are welcome here.
All right, all are welcome. One
Hello,
of the
Helen.
things,
First time seeing you on here. Can you reintroduce yourself? Sure. I'm Helen Adams. I'm the one that takes care of the back end stuff usually. And so I'm here kind of helping the community have a voice so that Rob can keep painting.
all right, I want you to see something that I did, and it's a very bad misconception that people have with Army Painter war paints. Okay, you see this here? That's medium to keep the paint pretty good here, and they pack more than they need to in it. Okay, so a lot of people will get this and then try to put it on their model. Well, they'll mix it in here a little bit like so, and you could see that it's really soupy, right? Well, you want to pour out some of that medium before you actually get the paint that you want, which is right there. See the difference? So you want to get that medium out, okay? And it's such a misconception. People go, oh, well, it's too watery. It doesn't go on right. It doesn't do this. It doesn't do that. Well, no, that's a misconception. And look, it goes on perfectly, folks. Look at that. That's a tail if ever I saw one.
It is a tail.
Why is it so dark over there and lighter over here? Maybe because it's you know what it is? It's because the 720, the DPI. They're supposed to raise the DPI eventually in the StreamYard. If they do that, this thing is game on.
Godzilla.
The
Army
Godzilla.
Painter products are available at Mini Market, so pick them up from Mini Market, and then you get to support both of our sponsors who keep our channel going. So thank you.
Am I yeah, okay, there we go.
That's why I like Rob's stuff. The every person's painter. Thank you, Omicron.
I'm not a great painter. I never claimed to be. I've done it a long time, and there's some things I can do great, and then there's other things I just can't do. I'm not that gifted. Plus that all my faculties are going. Shut up, Helen. And she got real quiet.
Say a word.
No. But anyways, the point is that all I want to do is just get you to just put some paint on here, because you don't have to be a fantastic painter to do what we're doing here. Okay, you don't have to be Mr. All World.
Yeah.
Okay, it's very simple. Anybody can do this. It just takes a little time, a little practice. It's like anything else. You get on a bike, you're gonna fall a few times, and you're gonna
As we
scrape
said
your knee.
earlier in the stream, it's better than gray plastic. In fact, you just heard Game Line say that. Did he
book?
He booked. It's all right.
All right.
He stepped up and asked his question in live, and clarified his question live. So
that was pretty cool. Coming in and popping in, ask a question.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm not
glad to field questions. That's Rob's been doing this a while.
I love this guy.
And he definitely,
something. He's always donating to this channel, and I want to thank. I didn't get a chance to thank him personally, which now bothers me. But he's always been good to us. He's been very.
I didn't want to hog the screen.
You didn't want to hog the screen?
That's what the Game Line just said. I didn't want to hog the screen.
Dude, you're more than welcome here. People
Hey,
are welcome.
There's giant black swaths around like my tiny corner of the screen. Come on, I'd like to share it. It's all good.
Yeah, anybody's welcome. Somebody asked something over there.
Rob, I just want to say I've been thinking about restoring my Warhammer Quest stuff, and you absolutely inspired me to get going. Cleaning up my Skaven right now. Awesome.
Nice. That's what I want to hear, son.
Love it.
Let me tell you something.
Love it.
Wait till the playthrough. Oh, it's going to be glorious. Not like that.
Godzilla.
Not like that fool that was on here yesterday going, "Oh, you got to come see my 20-part series." And
Okay, come on, Rob.
I'm still hot over that.
You think?
I'm a human being.
Yay.
I'm a human being.
Rob's human, guys. Who knew?
Let me be.
Never been disappointed, Godzilla. Never been disappointed by your painting. Learning a lot, and your stuff looks great.
That you're just biased because you like me. That's all it is. She's been on this channel for a long time, and she knows she's one of my favorites, and she's biased.
And so, hey,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna butcher this name. Bertolf. Sorry about that. That's a strange name. I'm not sure I want to know what it is, but okay. What you painting? This is various figures from Warhammer Quest. We've done some rats and
1995
and some spiders. The 1995 version, not the more. What was it? A card? Wasn't it a card game that they?
There was a card game. Then they redid it with 2 Age of Sigmar sets, which were all right.
Very strange. You nailed it. Thank you.
What's that?
He said, "Very strange." You nailed it when the interesting name that I attempted to pronounce. I do try my best. Sometimes it doesn't come out as great as I'd like.
Hey, that's life.
Pretty much. I'm in the right stream for that one. Just a quick note for all those that are interested, since we do quite a bit of charity work, that Jack Fassel Memorial Fund is going on right now.
Oh, is it?
BGG. Yep.
All right.
Yep. So watch the stream, but then go check that out and support other gamers that may be in need.
Yeah. And Tom does a great job with that. I mean, I've supported it over the years at their convention when I was with them.
And point of fact, that was one of the origination of the channel, if I remember right. You were making a wicked awesome. By the way, if you can either go scroll all the way back to the beginning or look up Retro Rob, and you can see the original
Retro Rob
Death Star. Yeah, you had the Retro Rob series for a bit there.
Yeah.
Yep, you can see the Death Star that sort of started it all. Rob decided to pick up his iPhone, and the rest, as they say, is history.
Yeah, that's all. That's pretty much what it was. And then
Godzilla says, "I appreciate quality class and making things accessible." You're okay, Rob.
See, look at that. I got the A-OK.
Afternoon, John. John Frenette's here.
John, what's up, my bro? Give me something good. Give me something good to go with here. All right, I'm painting rat tails. And then I'm going to do some rat ears.
Are they fuzzy?
Well, it's a funny thing. I'm not a big fan of painting Skaven. All right. Especially the old Skaven.
Is that a rat with a sword?
Yes.
Sorry, my screens are far enough away. I have to lean in because.
Am I not centered again?
No, it's not you. It's me.
Is it the light?
It's not you.
Oh, you know what
me.
it is? Okay.
I have a tiny screen.
Yeah, I'm looking at
Kabuki. Hey,
Kabuki. Hey, Kabuki, why don't you come on? Nope.
Nope.
Kabuki has to remain a mystery.
I get roped into this.
Yeah, well, it's part of in your contract. It's in your contract.
Renegotiate that. We get 10,000 subscribers.
Oh, we're gonna start that one. Nobody watched that video. Then the tiger, stupid tiger with the sunglasses.
Game line. I always struggle with dry brushing. I always have too much paint or wipe too much off. The struggle is real.
You can never wipe too much off. Okay, it's always easier to add paint than anything else. And if it takes a little while to get comfortability. The best thing that I always tell everybody is the same thing. I try to say it every stream is take a bit off and then go on the bottom of your thing and then just kind of try to hit the edges there. If there's too much paint, well, guess what? You got to take a little bit more off. Always practice on the bottom of your
Mhm.
base, and you'll find it'll work out
Actually,
just fine.
I went to Hobby Lobby and got like, or Michael's or whatever, and got like one of those big packs of like cheap toys that have like that you're not going to paint.
Remember, I said to go buy that Mugala Invaders and do that.
Yeah, but I find that like just keeping one of those that I don't care about, I can kind of see where I'm at too, because after a while you can't really see the bottom of your mini, so sometimes that can help too. Just something, a scrap, basically a scrap piece of plastic or acrylic that's got some detail that you can see where you're at.
There goes Helen. Giving a plug to Hobby Lobby. We should get a little kickback from that.
We really, really should. After all, we have an entire series on shopping for your supplies at Hobby Lobby.
Can somebody give us a little kickback?
Mini does. Mini Market's great.
What? I was just thinking of that movie.
I've used paper towels, but Brawny be letting me down. Yeah, well, I mean, you still have to start on the paper towel game line. The idea is just getting a better feel for how much paint is on your brush.
Mm-hmm.
I
was doing that, thinking of that Major Payne. Remember Major Payne? That movie. There's got to be somebody that needs some killing. No, you've killed them all.
Serial Heroes started with a ton of dollar store or Dollar General skeleton minis from an after Halloween clearance sale one year. Minis are a great place to start, and their skeletons are wonderful for dry brushing because
oh god, yeah,
you can totally get a sense of where you're at and how much paint you got and how
you can mess it up and it'll still look great.
That and zombies, I've been told, although I don't do zombies, so.
Oh, here we go.
See, Rob is going to try and convert me here. Zombies and Cthulhu. I don't do
zombies
either. So.
And Cthulhu.
Omicron. When I went to visit my mother-in-law in August, we had to hit Hobby Lobby. We don't have them up here in Canada.
Ooh, really?
That's a problem. I'm sure you have other cool stores up there though that we don't have. So.
And
perils of being a U.S.-based channel. We love our international community, but we tend to refer to the products we have. We have Michael's. Yes. Michael's is one of my favorite places to shop for all things everything.
For all things everything?
Yes. Michael's, between Michael's and Menards. Arts and crafts and the hardware store. I'm good. I don't need too much other.
I'll tell you, this army painter goes a long way.
It looks really nice. I like that color.
Once you get this medium out, I mean, these colors are just a lot more vibrant.
Christopher is teaching his son painting by painting original Hero Quest skeletons and mummies. Good idea.
You know something? That's another game that we're going to plan on doing. Is I have a fully painted and jacked up Hero Quest. I'm actually thinking of doing that, and depending, if we can actually get people to come on here.
Didn't Hobby Lobby smuggle artifacts?
Yes, they did, and then they put it away into a thing in the U.S. government, and they had the Ark too, the Ark of the Covenant.
Oh boy. Game line. I think the plastic may be a better option for me. Seems like it's not always the same from paper to plastic, and I always don't like it. Yeah, like a lot of it's just getting a feel for the paint. I mean,
you have to really get a feel for certain paints, and it's kind of like when I switched over. Now this is back in the early '90s when I switched over to Citadel from Tomoya. And testers. I was always using all that kind of stuff. And then you started seeing different types of quality of paint. It's all the texture's always a little different on everything.
The Vikings in the house. Hello, my brother.
Oh, well. Why don't he come on? Why don't you come on, you big galoot? Or you scared to come on?
Oh, he just got here. Send me an email at ornites@gmail.com. I'll get you hooked up, Lance.
He's too good to come on. Oh, I'm working.
Cereal. I buy every random Army Man style toy I find for Christmas. My kids got me a bucket of How to Train Your Dragons toys in that scale. Sounds like fun. And Viking, there's more paint on your hand than the mini. That's the sign of a good paint job.
Who said that?
Lance.
Oh, the baby gorilla.
Yeah. Send me an email, Lance. I'll get you hooked up.
That's all right.
Horrornights@gmail.com.
Then
I remember testers used to paint all my Star Trek AMT ship models with them.
Oh man, yeah. I did so many Apollo and Gemini things with that. I was such a space nut. Now I look out my window every other day. There's a rocket going off.
I'm so jealous of you.
I'm jealous of me too.
Love it. Space Coast is one of my favorite places in the whole world. So
I am so jealous of me that I actually get in arguments.
Hang on.
Uh-oh.
Nope, wrong one.
I'm
typing, Lance. I'm typing. There you go.
There we go. A little bit of escaping in my life.
Oh man, I'm gonna have that in my head now.
Yep, that's the whole idea. That's what I do.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying.
I don't lie. Oh, hold on here.
I have some. Actually, we have some 70s D&D minis. I think that my husband painted with testers. They're kind of fun. I thought about stripping them, and then I realized they're too, original. Can't do it.
I have I got so much stuff that I got to paint. Period. Oh, come on! What am I doing here?
I have stuff in the basement, and I just I'm
trying to look.
We have these paint hangouts now. I totally have to get some stuff up here, or I have to figure out how to broadcast from down there. One of the two.
What happened to my filter?
You had a filter?
No, for my headset.
Oh.
I just put it down, and all of a sudden I realized that there's no lens. Hold on.
I got nothing.
Hold on.
Holding. So, what y'all doing? I've never known Rob to have a filter. Oh no, that was not me. That was Serial Heroes. Oh, he filters. Believe me, he filters.
Ugh.
I know he does. He just couldn't resist. Yeah.
Oh well, gonna have to do it. Gonna have to do it by eye. Gonna have to do it by eye.
Hey Rob.
Yeah.
We got a guest.
Oh, do we? And if it isn't the legend himself.
The legend, the myth, the mixter.
Lance? Yeah, that's me.
Oh.
I'm in the show. Oh, sorry. We're doing it live. Hey, Robert. It's been too long, man. How you been?
All right. How are you?
Going stir crazy?
Why?
Who's not going stir crazy?
Because I got Minnesota goes on full lockdown on Friday. So it's like time to stock up. I got my brother's dogs, so we got 8 pets in the house, 2 kids, a wife, me. Yeah, I'm losing my mind.
So it sounds like a great time.
Yeah. Well,
don't you have tons of work to do?
Well, of course I do. But I mean, you can only do so much work before I got my son. I got him he's got a Switch. Thankfully, the Switches, you can't find a Switch anywhere right now because everybody wants to. Yeah, because everybody wants to play
Animal Crossing.
Animal Crossing. Yeah. So, but I downloaded that for my son. So at least that's got my kids somewhat occupied. But today we get to go to the schools and pick up their distance learning stuff today. So their elongated, weird Christmas vacation is over very soon. I think much to their much to their sadness, of course.
Aw.
It means that they're going to have to actually do something.
Well, I mean, I shouldn't. We put them in charge of taking care of the dogs and taking them for walks and stuff, and which we don't let them go too far. I have a big backyard, so they just kind of walk around there. Most of the snow is gone. That was nice. Of course,
we got snow. What? I think like a couple days ago, or again down here. I'm in Central Illinois.
Yeah, we got a little bit. When was it? Like 4 days ago, but it melted. I mean, we still got the piles, but I mean,
yeah.
But it's nice.
We had an inch and a half. We had an inch and a half of the heaviest, wettest, nastiest snow.
Well, they were saying another major snowstorm or something supposed to go through or something.
I've heard rumors.
Excellent.
Just what we all want. We're all stuck inside.
Yeah.
I threatened to pass. I threatened to pass a sign-up sheet around my neighborhood. Like, I've got the 9:15 walk. You guys have the 9:45 walk.
Yeah, just don't cough on it first, I suppose. But
yeah, well, e sign-ups.
Well, is Florida locked down now, or is it?
Not yet. Not yet.
Are people still being dumb and wandering about?
That's what we're great at.
Yeah, I've been. I've tried to stay off social media just because it really makes me angry.
I just stay away from it because there's just a bunch
I'm up
of
north
drama
from
queens
you,
on it.
Helen. You're also in. Godzilla is also in Illinois. Cool.
Yeah.
Kabuki, New Jersey had no snow this year. 4.5 inches the entire winter. And that was
it?
almost all one storm. Yeah, that's crazy. How much did Minnesota get, Lance?
As far as what? I'm sorry.
Snow this year.
Oh, it was actually fairly mild. We only had one real big snowstorm. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't that bad actually.
Yeah, we didn't do too bad either down here.
So, yeah. You gonna be on the show tonight there since you got nothing better to do?
I might, Rabbit. I might.
Okay, Rabbit.
Would I throw a bomb in here if my friend Bugsy was in here? You might, Rabbit. You might. Would I push this off a cliff if my friend Bugsy was in here?
Or how about the one where the gambler and he's just like playing 21 and he goes, "Can I stay on just one card?" He's like, yeah, okay, Rabbit, you can stay on just one card. I got a 10 and another 10, 20, beat that. And turns out the card 21.
What? Wild E Coyote. Super genius. I like the way that sounds.
They don't make cartoons like that anymore.
No, they don't.
Probably because they can't.
Yeah.
No, they definitely can't.
No. What? Something actually funny? Wait, did that come out loud?
No. There's plenty of.
There's good stuff. There's good stuff. I miss the one I miss is the Animaniacs. Ugh.
That was good.
Smart, funny.
I really enjoyed. It's on Netflix. You can watch We Bare Bears. That's pretty good. About the three bears.
Oh, my daughter loves that show.
Oh man, I gotta check that.
She loves.
I've been
everything in the house. We Three Bears.
Vincent Blanda. It's the Undead Viking. What's up, brother? Helen, how you doing, sister? I'm doing okay.
What's the other one? It's on, if you have the Disney channel, the Disney Plus or whatever. Gravity Falls.
That's another great show.
Yeah, and it was like, it kind of told a story over whatever it was, 2 or 3 seasons, then it was done. And you were just like, but no. I want more. And they never gave you more. It's like they knew.
No.
That's sort of how all the good shows go.
It was just because it was their summer vacation, right? I mean, it was like they went to go stay with their crazy great uncle and for summer vacation, and then that was it. They were done.
Sweet. Yeah. I find that about a lot of shows, though. I'm like, I want. It's either terrible and there are 25,000 episodes of it, or it's great and there's not enough.
That's
Very
true.
Very true.
It's like, oh, it was good, so we gotta cut it off. Thanks.
So how's work going, big fella?
It's going good. I mean, it's just obviously we're, you know,
are you guys hurting or?
well, I mean, you know, no, I mean, we're lucky that we have, you know, there's certain games of ours that are always going to be popular. If Gray Fox Games, just not to be, hey, I'm going to plug something here. But
No, plug it.
If you go to the Gray Fox Games website, you can. There's a sale right now, 50% off, so you can and $10 flat shipping. So if you're missing any of the Champions of Midgard stuff or whatever, click on the link. It's basically the coupon code is trapped at home, and so if you're missing anything from our library that you want, you can order it, and
I'm pretty much missing all of the library, so I got to get on that.
Well, there you go.
And do me a favor, go there and support my good friend.
Absolutely.
Lance. He has a bunch of small children to feed.
And 8 pets currently. That's a lot.
Yeah, and 8 pets.
I mean, you know, gotta get the pets in there.
You're not on the Facebooks there, but no. I woke up the other morning and I have a 5.5-month-old husky, and I have my brother's,
which is beautiful.
I'm in love already.
He's a handsome boy.
Oh, he sure is.
And then all 80 pounds of him already. He's huge. But him and my older brother's 10-month-old dachshund, wiener dog, they ripped apart an entire roll of toilet paper that they got. It was just covered the floor. And I was like, that stuff is worth millions of dollars.
That's gold right there.
It sure is.
Yeah, it's like it was just literally.
Is that you, Queen? Yes. Oh, there goes the Queen.
Vincent Blanda, how's it? Would like to know how you're doing, and says you're got a great paint job going there, Rob.
Well, we're trying. We're trying to get these done quick, so we this weekend we're playing the old Warhammer Quest.
Yeah.
The old one, 1995.
Yes, exactly.
Didn't you get that at BGG-Con? Like
no.
the
no,
flea
that's
market?
Hero Quest. That was Hero Quest.
That's right.
Yeah,
no, this one I ended up getting everything, and it's jacked, except the miniatures.
It's amazing. If you go back to if you scroll back and ignore the first bit on the one that has the big red X on it, he kind of goes through a bunch of it. It's got like all the side minis and it's everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, I got it on eBay, which was ridiculous. I mean, like a ridiculous price.
Dutch says you should stock up on TP and put it on eBay. Yeah, it's white gold right there.
If you got it off eBay, they knew it was worth. I mean, I'm guessing you spent a pretty penny to get that.
Nah, not what I got.
What? Really?
No, really. It was criminal.
What did you like? Was it somebody who was willing to trade it for toilet paper or something, or what?
No. I promised him that his kids would stay.
Oh. So it literally was criminal since you were terrorizing.
Well, yeah. It's what I do.
Terrible.
I managed to secure Joan of Arc. It shows up on Thursday.
I got that. I'm amazed by that.
Nice. I missed that one. I'm really sad. I'm usually okay, Pete's got me on the Kickstarter king, but I'm usually up on the Kickstarters, and I missed that one, and I'm still kicking myself.
Did you get the one with everything with the dragon and all that?
With the dragon. The only thing it doesn't have is the RPG book. So
I got that. I got that.
I did not. I wasn't able to get the RPG book, but oh well. Here's a question for you.
Go ahead.
I want to just your gut. I'm sure you answered this before on something else. Chances of Gen Con this year?
Slim to nil. I'm calling it slim to nil.
I think they'll be stupid because there's an insurance policy that has to be in place. Okay, so they're not going to call it until late. The problem is that this will linger. This isn't just going to go away and everything's going to be okay again. I mean, we'll go back to normal, but do you really want to go to Gen Con taking a chance? I mean, you're going to have those people that are just going to go regardless, okay, and be defiant. But if you're my age, and I got to be realistic, you know, it's a danger. You know, I don't know how I'm going to react to it. It doesn't matter how.
Welcome.
You know,
Vincent Blanda, thanks for the kind words. Anyway, go ahead.
You know, I think it'll go off. I'll be honest with you. The more I think about it, I think it'll go off.
I kind of hope so, just for the industry in a way, but I don't hope so for like for some bad people. I don't want people to get sick. I don't want people to die. It's weird.
I'll be honest with you. I think people. I think if all the cons went away, it doesn't hurt companies, and I'll tell you why.
Oh, because you're going to spend all of your riches on keeping them afloat?
Yes. No, I think what really they'll learn is that they don't have to sink $150,000 into these conventions. Okay? And that there's different ways that they can, you know, get their message across, get their game across, okay? You have some fantastic media outlets. Undead Viking, by the way. You know, you talk about the Dice Tower. Let's be realistic. It's a big monster.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And you know, if they talk up your game, a couple you know, other people talk up your game, you know, you get Rado, those type of guys. If you spent 1/10 of your budget and said, hey, listen, take a look at this for me. Here's what I'll pay you. Do a playthrough. It's the same thing as having it at the convention. And you're going to find out that you don't have to be reliant on these huge things, and that they can actually save money and maybe put out better quality games. They don't have to rush things out.
Yeah, I think there's some truth to that. I know that I can't speak for everybody, but I know that the company I work for, Gray Fox, I mean, like, we're actually pleasantly pleased that we don't have to go to UKGE. I mean, just for the expense to have to go. Mm-hmm. I mean, you think of the money you're going to save not going to that.
Yeah. What are you able to do with that money?
Yeah. Well, pay their employees, which I'd be one, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, I mean, and Origins is another where, you know, I think Origins, not that it's a bad convention, it's one of my favorite conventions to go to, just because it's big and it's low key, right?
Well, and you and I make fun of everybody too.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. But I mean, Origins is fun for that reason. But it's one of those things where I don't think you can go to Gen Con and make money, right? If you have a new release at Gen Con.
Not if you're a smaller publisher.
Not if you're smaller, but if
you're taking a shot. Yeah,
you are. But if you have, you know, I would say, you know, middle to big thing, if you go there and you're like, hey, I've got game blah, and this is the first time anybody's going to get a hold of it. You can bring 10,000 copies in. You can sell them for $100 a piece. You do the math, and you're going to sell all 10,000 copies of it.
Yeah,
you know, if that's the first time anybody can get a hold of it, people are going to be lined up around your booth with a $100 bill in their pocket, waiting to buy it. And you can easily, you know, make back the money it took to get there, and like, you can break even plus, right?
Mm-hmm, right.
And then, you know, but. Yeah, I mean, but for anybody else, it's like, but you have to set that up perfectly. I mean, one of the most infuriating things that I dealt with, and this is not to make fun of or downgrade anything about my previous work in the industry, was that, like, trying to, hey, why aren't we, like, actually trying to make sure that we have a brand new release at a big convention, right? It's one of those things that I found really, it was like, and you saw that the big boys, they made sure they did, right? They had
something.
They had an exclusive. They had something that made people go to that booth,
right?
And hand over their money. And that's important, right? I mean, that's something you have to do. Getting back to where I was going, if Origins doesn't happen, I don't think my boss is going to be too sad about it, you know, and I don't think Origins is going to happen. I think that's June is too close.
That's out. And
I think they have to make up their mind. Wasn't it by like May 1st?
May 1st.
yeah, they had to make up their mind one way or the other May 1st, and I don't see this changing. It isn't going to happen. You know. But anyway, that's I mean that's been discussed to death. I think the thing that's going to probably stink is that we might be lulled into like, maybe it's okay, you know, and it's just like, and people are going to go out, and then it's just going to spike up again, and then we're going to realize that we shouldn't be going out and doing these idiotic things that we do. So
Gen Con happens. How much of a hit do you think they take as far as people going?
Well, the weird thing was I remember, what was it, 2 years ago, Gen Con sold out. It was like the first time ever.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, oh my gosh. And then the next year it didn't. Right?
Yeah, which
it was just
weird.
Like, it was like all of a sudden, because I think a lot of people were like, I'm going to Gen Con this year. They were like, this sucks. There's too many people.
Yeah, there's too many. Yeah.
And so, weird thing, this is my opinion. 2 years ago, Gen Con was packed. It was just like, you couldn't, it was just stupid. And there was like, it was tough to get where you wanted to go. Mm-hmm. Last year, Gen Con, it was like, the crowds just weren't there. It wasn't like it was before, because I think it had a lot to do with the fact that they took over Ford Field and you know, just they expanded out. Now, same thing. Essen. I went to Essen for the first time ever. Have you ever been to Essen yet?
No, not yet.
You should go. I mean, you'd enjoy yourself. But
really,
yeah, I think you would. But
food, that's just
well, but
forget the games, I want the food.
So when I was at Essen, everybody told me, "Oh my gosh, it's so busy. You can't even walk." And you know, it's like, and then I got there, and the first day I was like, "This isn't so bad." They're like, "Oh, wait until Saturday." I mean, Saturday it's gonna be like, you know, herding hogs, you know, towards the chute. And I was just like, okay. And then Saturday was there, and I was like, "Yeah, this isn't that bad." And I mean, I don't know if it was just because I didn't notice it, or if because attendance was still up. I don't know. It's a weird thing. It's
well, that was like Gen Con though, because you said, "Oh God, Saturday's going to be murderous," and it was dead Saturday.
Yeah, it was.
Friday, I think Thursday, or was it Friday? Was the busiest day.
So are we seeing a decline in like public attendance of the MegaCon?
I think so.
I think with the advent of just YouTube and Facebooks and all that stuff, you don't have to go, right? And I think there's been a big burgeoning thing of, I know of 3 groups that I am part of a both or email or text chain where it's like gaming group meetup, this person's house on this day, who can make it, and it's always a group of between 6 to 20 people, you know, that and it's just like, oh, who can make it this Friday, and then it's a big vote, when's the next big gaming day, and then everybody goes and they play games. And I think that's more of what people are doing now than worrying about. I think what happens is they go to a convention and they think, oh, this is gonna be cool, but then it's like, well,
it wasn't that cool.
It wasn't that cool. I mean, maybe I played a couple of games, but my feet hurt. I spent $2,000, you know, on a hotel, on plane flights and everything to be here. And I mean, I've told you this, Rob, 1,000 times. If I didn't have a employer that paid for my ticket and my hotel, I wouldn't go. I mean, Gen Con's amazing. I have a great deal of fun. But why do I like Gen Con? It's because I see all my friends that I wouldn't normally see otherwise. It's the people that I go there for. Yeah. Setting up a booth, tearing a booth down, you know, that's not fun. That's not fun. You know.
Oh God, last year was the worst experience I ever had, and that's why
I remember you had a perma scowl on your.
That's all I did was I was working my back end off for BGG. I mean, I had an hour a day, and I said, you know something, I'm never going to do that again, and that was it. That was the end.
And you had, and I'm not going to name any names here, but I can remember you had a couple of things with a couple of publishers. You came up to me, and you were just like,
a couple of individuals where I said, okay, it's going to go down, it's going to go down, and it's going to be bad.
No, I just remember, and this is horrible because it's one of those things where it's like, oh, I'm not going to say anything, you know. Oh, Mom Gamer, you should have said hi to me at Essen. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm like the most approachable person you can say hi to in the world. Trust me. But anyway,
once you kiss his ring.
Yeah, kiss the ring, and then we can talk, right?
Yeah, there's been a bunch of the comments that they'd like to see more smaller local cons, invest more of their money in games to actually play rather than hotels and transportation and stuff.
Origins is a fantastic con. It's not that crowded.
You can actually get a hotel within 5 blocks about 3-4 months before the convention still. It isn't like you're going to Gen Con and it's like, oh, I'd like a hotel. Do you still want to be in Indiana? Because that's going to cost you.
There's an extra fee for that.
Yeah, it's an extra
Dutch
fee
says
to be in different states.
Essen was pretty low key compared to previous years this past year also.
Dutch Yoda says that I only realized it was you after I passed. Oh, well, I'm just, to anybody who watches this, if you ever see me at a convention, just come up and say hi. I'll talk to you all day long.
The most lovable guy on the planet.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Someday we'll meet.
I'm not being
absolutely.
Now,
you're practically neighbors.
Commando green. I got to tell you, when I go commando, it isn't green. Just so you know.
Well, I guess that cleared up, huh? I guess you got that cleared up, huh?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. I got a couple of pills.
No, the reason I'm showing this is our sponsor, the Army Painter, who now sponsors Rob's Tabletop World.
Oh, look at you!
I wanted to show. Yes, of course, I wanted to show off that we're going to be using Commando Green.
We got a community member that might be joining us again, Rob.
Well, have him pop in.
I just sent a link.
Helen, you're doing a fantastic job.
Rob, question from Vince. Rob, did you review Combat Commander or Panzer Blitz, the Avalon Hills?
This is like one of the best gifts
a long time ago. Oh, let me tell you something about that mega paint set. It is one of the best paint sets that you're ever going to have. It's just tremendous.
I need to get
the color spectrum is ridiculous in that thing.
Yeah, it is. It's all over the place. Plus, you get 4 washes.
Oh,
nice.
And it comes with a pretty damn good paintbrush with it as well. So
yeah.
And it isn't like, okay, you want to have like 50 paints. That'll be $250.
Oh,
yeah,
Robert. Robert says I'm afraid to even start painting. No. Pick up a brush and kill that gray. That's what this is all about.
If you go and I think this is like I think I got it. I think my wife got it for me off of Amazon, and I'm sure it was like $75, something like that. It's Army Painter. Army Painter doesn't jam you.
No, they don't. Their paints are definitely good quality.
I don't like that.
Price and quality is both good.
Oh yeah, it's just tremendous. Which is brew? Maybe that'll. Nah, I want something darker green.
Unfortunately, our favorite source, we gotta get after them. They need to bring it back in.
Oh! Sorry about that, Game Line. Game Line, what's up?
Howdy.
Well, I'll just, since you're talking about Gen Con, last year was my first time ever to a con anywhere near that size. Before that, I actually hadn't been to a convention at all. So, it was ridiculously overwhelming. I mean, Rob knows I actually got to meet him there, but it was just crazy how many people there were. And
can you tell Lance that was the best part of your show?
No, yeah. No, that was like I was really frustrated when day 2. I was like, there's just so many people, and it was just so hard to get into things. And so I was like, but I think and that's why I put it in the chat. I really think I would like to see more local cons, because like Gen Con's neat, and there's a lot of other cons out there, but it seems like, at least in the South where I'm at in Georgia, there's not a whole lot of stuff that's local. And I feel like the gaming group that I've got now, of like the 4 guys that I play with regularly, I have way more fun with them than I had even seeing all the new shiny stuff at Gen Con. So, I would just say, I would say go to something like Essen, go to something like Origins one time, but really try to get with people locally, because that's where, for me, that's been more fulfilling, is making those personal connections with people than it was having something that huge. But it was a neat experience, but I would still.
You had to do it once.
Yeah. And that's why, like I told Rob, just briefly earlier, he should go to Essen because you should go and experience like being, in a different country at a giant board game convention. He should go and do it once, right? I mean, as long as I have an employer that pays my way, I'll happily go to Essen again. I would not pay to go. I mean, but I'm not independently wealthy like the human highlight reel over here. So I got to ask you, Rob, you're not thinning down the army painter at all. Is there a reason
not at
for
all? Because there's enough medium over here.
Oh, okay.
And
they're new bottles, I think. So we're still
the other reason I'm not thinning it out. I'm just trying to get base coats on here, so I don't mind it being a little thick on here.
Gotcha. I'm just curious. I'm just curious at your technique. Now that looks like, I think I saw the bottle. That's green skin, right?
Yeah.
I just didn't go with angel green on it. You went with green skin. Okay.
Well, I was going to go with the. I got to try to find where the angel green is.
Oh, here, I got to show you this.
I wanted to see how this looked on here, and I'm not loving it. Go ahead. Oh, where did you go?
I don't know.
I actually picked up my head.
All right, so my wife, I just got done spray painting this. This will hold dropper bottles. You can get these off Etsy. There's some guy. But yeah, it's for dropper bottles. They're the exact right size, and it'll hold. I think this one holds 212 or something like that.
Holy schmoly!
Yeah. My wife, a package showed up, and my wife got me 2 of those.
Your wife is amazing.
Hey. Yeah, I know. I married up.
See, between we got the queen, we got Lance's wife. What did I do?
I can swear by those paint sets though, the army painter set, because I think I got the mega one is what somebody gave me, and I've been using that to paint.
Yep,
forever.
Yeah,
all right, y'all. I gotta go get some paint now.
It's affordable, and that's what really sells it. It's affordable.
Unfortunately, our favorite sponsor seems to be out.
Army painter?
They don't have They don't have the sets.
So
get after them down there, Rob.
I'll talk to them.
So
Tell them I want one.
Here's the the cool thing. Not to sit here and turn this new Army Painter commercial, but
that's fine. They're a sponsor now.
That's fine. They're sponsor now. Go ahead.
Okay, Army Painter sells primers. And
they're fantastic.
Well, and the primers are like they'll be in like a red or a green or an orange or a purple, and like a lot of times if people are like, oh, I primed it this color, and then like you're like, oh, I primed it blue, and then like you're painting it and you're like, oh, I covered up the spot that I wanted to be blue. Well, the dropper bottle blues are the exact same color as the spray paint blue.
Yes.
So you can you can if you make a mistake that way, you can cover it up, which is amazing. Also, just a little tiny, if you're an airbrush person, if you go 50-50 airbrush medium and army painter, and mix it up in the airbrush, it works fantastic. So
yeah, the bottles of that stuff it's so inexpensive and just really works out very, very well.
Yeah,
I agree with you totally there. I don't like that green either. Okay.
Glowing Turtle says they painted hers horrified figures, and Frankenstein has a leisure suit.
That's awesome.
Weird face. I like it. I want a purple suit. I think that would be awesome.
What color did you say?
Go with angel green. It's got kind of a darker, like it's almost got kind of a bluish tinge to it.
All right,
but it's darker green.
Let me look in here. Because I got about 1,000 of these in here.
One must be nice to be sponsored by them.
Please organize.
I'll definitely
do I have to come down there and organize your paints for you?
Well, you've been saying you were going to come down and you haven't.
Well, we're kind of on lockdown at the moment.
So here's a question for Rob and Lance both. Like, how often do you find yourself custom mixing the paint colors? I mean, I haven't had to do it a lot, mostly because I'm afraid I'm going to get cute green regardless of what I mix. But how often do you have to do that for yourself? I only do that if I'm airbrushing and I want transition. So if I hate talking in terms like zenithal highlighting, but if I'm going with the transition of darker to light,
I will leave some of the dark in there for like the medium, and so it's a more of a smooth transition between the different colors as you go. Because if I'm not good enough with the airbrush to really do like I like wet blending right on the I can't do that. I'm not good enough. But with an airbrush, I can fake it by in the canister on the top, the drop canister. I can fake it like that, and that works for me. But I rarely mix the stuff because, well, and I will say this: if you do mix and to make a color, make sure you're using a wet palette to do it. And if you don't know how to make a wet palette, just Google it. You'll find it. It's easy. Basically, all you need is a piece of Tupperware.
No, actually, what you want to get is the Army Painter palette that they have, which is very nice.
Oh, so I mean, yeah, I mean, I have some people that swear by. I made my own because I'm cheap, I guess. But if you just get a little piece of Tupperware, well, go get the Army Painter one. I'm going to shut up now.
No. Go ahead.
How long does the paint last like that?
Well, as long as it's airtight, it'll last 2-3 days. I mean, because the as long as the paper towel stays wet, the paint will leach the water through the parchment paper into the paint, so it'll stay fresh. It won't stay fresh forever, but
if you can actually it'll stay longer than that if you keep it moist. So if you make sure to get in there and kind of put a few drops of water, and I put just a tiny bit of vinegar or bleach in the water, just keep it from getting cruddy. Yeah, because you can get like kind of funky sponge.
Oh yeah.
Well, so but if you put just a little, it's like take like a quart of water, and put like 2 drops of bleach in it, and you're good.
Oh, there you go.
Heathwell says mix thinner with the water to make it avoid mold. Also, another suggestion. Yep, mold is nasty, but you can keep. So if you mix a custom color, well, if you find yourself mixing a custom color, that way you've got it available for a long time. Sometimes you do I've done like a gradient between 2 colors, and it helps.
You guys have never been in the jungle where all you've had was moldy bread and tree bark.
Rob, can I talk wrestling with you for a brief second or two?
Sure.
So WrestleMania, they're not gonna have it. But they're gonna have it like.
There goes my ticket.
Well, yeah. Well, do you get refunded for that?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, but did you hear they're gonna do it more like a movie? Like so they're gonna have, and it's already been filmed. Like the last couple of days, they finished the filming of it. Now they're just putting it together and supposedly if you we scared them away. Talk about wrestling. I feel bad. But no,
who do we scare away?
Baseline went away.
Game line.
Game line went away.
Oh, dude.
No, if you there's been a little bit few spoilers, no match result spoilers, but a few spoilers came out, like the Bray Wyatt John Cena match. Like Bray Wyatt's going to exist as both Bray Wyatt and the Fiend during the match, so they can use and I guess like
fight himself.
Yep, and then the Boneyard match between AJ Styles and Undertaker is like they say it's actually going to help. It's going to hide some of the Undertaker's physical detriment due to the fact that he's 1,000 years old.
I have to show you something. Keep talking. I'm sorry.
That's fine. So no, I mean it's interesting that here we have. I mean, I've tried to watch some of the wrestling now without any crowd, like without anybody in the crowd. It's tough. AEW at least has the wrestlers in the crowd, like reacting.
Why would you not have them in the crowd? That's the thing I don't understand.
Well, that's just it. I mean, it's like, talk about something that shouldn't have ever happened, but talk about something that what's that? What am I looking at here? Oh,
Game Line went to Primes and Minis.
That is actually watercolor.
Why did you paint that on your screen? You can't get that off there now.
I know. A friend of mine actually painted it. And hold on, let me see if I can get the other part of it. And he did it for a guy. Of course, the thing was supposed to be there. And then when you turn off the lights, it's got all the wrestlers on the tombstones.
Oh man, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
I said, dude.
Is this the one that you were telling me about earlier, Rob?
Yeah.
That's amazing
We're
stuff.
It is amazing.
That is amazing
Very
stuff.
talented young man.
Pretty cool.
But man, I don't know why they don't just put all the performance wrestlers and their families.
Maybe it's to protect them. I don't know.
I mean, from what you could pretty much know if they're working at the performance center. Don't you think they're tested? Or
well, I mean, who knows? As they say, who knows?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's a scary stuff. We're living in unprecedented times, as they say.
It's astonishing times, and our life is forever changed by this.
Well, think of all the businesses that keep an office building up, and they're going to realize that they'd be able to have people work from home and save on the overhead. Oh, can I get 90% productivity out of my employees and not have to pay rent for a lease on an office building?
Mm-hmm.
You know, oh my gosh, why wouldn't I? It's like my wife is working indefinitely from home. So I mean, it's just and she has the option to work from home with her job, but she always just kind of goes to work, just because otherwise I would drive her insane. So yeah, and it's just so I mean, there's things like that, and I seriously think that the way people work, I think a lot of people are going to say, I think I could handle teaching my kids from home, and I think there's a lot of kids that aren't going to go back to school.
That's one of my daughters is a teacher, and she's just teaching the kids from home.
Yeah.
Now my other daughter, she's at the hospital right now. She works at the hospital. She makes $350 a week, which is nothing, to go sit on the front lines and deal with this.
Yeah.
The madness. That's fair, right?
No.
I mean, to get somewhat philosophical, in some ways, our society doesn't value those on the front lines.
I think that's changed too.
This has been a real wake-up call on what's important and who's important.
Yeah, you look at the people that are in the grocery stores right now, and they're putting themselves at risk.
Yep.
Okay, and then you think, oh, geez, they're still coming in. They still have the heart to come in.
Yep,
and they're
handling money, and they're I mean they're
handling your
they
groceries.
have a hand-to-hand transaction with everybody who walks through the door.
Yeah, and they're taking a chance, but they're doing it because people need food,
and they need to work.
Yeah,
I mean, same with delivery guys. I mean,
yeah, it's extraordinary,
crazy, and that doesn't even cover our first responders who.
Who my daughter's fiance is.
Yeah.
So it's nutty.
It's crazy. Yeah.
I can't see my granddaughter because of my daughter. Figure that one out. We can't take a chance.
Vincent, okay. Oh, this is going to change a lot of stuff around the world.
No, sure
it
is.
is. It sure is.
Bowling shoes are never going to be shared again. Think about it.
Okay. I'm not sure I would have thought of that one, but thanks, Rob.
Hey, that's what I'm here for. Work in the room.
Yeah. Oh. I did my joke or whatever it was, that in 2033 will be the year of the quarantineager.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll be here all week. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we've been through the cycle of quarantinis, so.
There you go.
Quarantinis. Jeez. How long have we been on?
Just short of 2 hours.
Oh, okay.
See, time's fun when you're having flies. I mean, time flies when you're having fun. I mean,
there you go.
Well, yeah. Oh boy.
Jeff Engelstein had the same bad joke, Lance.
Yeah. There you go. I to be fair, I think I heard somebody say it to me. So I mean, I can't take full credit for that one.
You're just passing it along to the rest of us. So
there you go.
Or afflicting the rest of us with it. Something.
There you go.
Boyfriend is working. Godzilla. Boyfriend is working, but it's scary because they have 2 people with it. I got to stay away from him.
Yeah. Well, that sometimes that's helpful. Oh, you might have it. Get out of here. Stay away from it. My wife keeps telling me that.
Yeah. Well, between my husband, who's a caregiver for his father, who is in relatively poor condition, and then the fact that they kind of killed my immune system somewhere around 8-10 years ago, we both have to really be careful.
Yeah,
we're doing a lot of that click and pull stuff.
Always add a little water in here, Lance.
Yeah.
Well,
good for you.
Just saying.
I was gonna say, now we're adding a little water.
Hey, Lance.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about coming on and doing some role playing stuff on the channel?
I hope you're talking about like Dungeons and Dragons and not something else.
Family channel, folks. he'll be here all week.
Well, we could do Rob Oren After Dark or something.
Oh God.
Okay, I am not tuning in.
Oh yeah, you would.
I was waiting for you to break out with a couple of those jokes. I get strong-armed
into all kinds of stuff. I swear, Kabuki and Godzilla are both like, I wouldn't know what to say. I'm like, I don't get a choice. He just calls me up and says, get on the computer.
Yeah. No, I do it, man. I mean, just
absolutely.
My gaming group, we actually were playing because we haven't played D&D now forever. We have our first Roll20 D&D session on Friday.
Oh, nice.
So I'm looking forward to being able to like. It was weird because there's a couple of guys in my gaming group that are single and they live at home by themselves.
Oh no.
and the thing is that I mean they don't have the ability to have, like, one of them said he's like I can't even go to like the cafe that I go to and I have my conversations with the waiters and stuff like that. He's like, I didn't really notice that I was like missing contact with people until I had no contact with people.
Is this the one guy that always comes up to you and pats you on the back and goes, I really like your wife?
No.
Oh.
But he's the one that comes up patting me. When are you leaving town again?
She's so pretty and
Gameline says he might be down for participating in some RPG also.
Yeah,
tell him he was uninvited. No,
I really like your wife. She's so real.
So real.
She breathes. I've never had one of those.
No. So I mean, it's one of those things where I'm glad that like we're able to get together and do stuff like that. Like my wife has a group of friends that she plays World of Warcraft with. I mean, that was before but like Friday night for her is getting together with her friends and just relaxing and playing World of Warcraft. Which is
I'm kind of
cool.
Curious what's going to happen with the internet infrastructure. Because I know our neighborhood has already taken the internet in our neighborhood. They've taken it down twice already. Today. I can't speak.
No.
I blame me. Yeah. I can't speak. It's okay.
No. I was pretending like my internet was phasing out on me. Like, hey,
we got another.
I think on, Rob. It depended on where. What's that?
We got another community member that may be coming on.
All right, bring him in.
You betcha.
That's why we're here.
You betcha. I'm just giving you a heads up since you're in charge.
Oh. Well,
I mean, talk about like Animal Crossing, like that game coming out.
That game is great.
Well, it is great, but that game came out at the exact right moment. Think of how many more millions of copies of that has been purchased because of this situation.
Oh wow! Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's ridiculous because it's an awesome game, and then you could just get lost in it. My daughter comes home and she goes, "That's all I wanted to do." It's
a total chill game, right? It's like it's just like and you pick it up and play it when you want to, and then put it down when you don't.
Yeah,
it's that's what's cool about it.
Yeah, and you think about it. It's like, well, if I get home and I just do this, and then the next thing you know, 2 hours are gone.
Next thing you know, it's 4 a.m. and you're just like, what happened?
And Tom Nook and his bookie are knocking on your door.
Oh, Tom Nook, I need more miles. You owe me money.
Uh-huh. I really appreciate if you bring me that fish, buddy. The curator really needs that.
Well, and it's just like, so my kids said you start up a thing. So and so it's like both my daughter and my son are on this island, and I started playing, and like I like, they're of course got way more stuff than I do. They're like, playing with they got all these DIY projects done. I've got the flimsy fishing rod. I'm trying to catch like a carp, and they're running by on their golden sleds or whatever the hell they have. Just like, And do you think they're giving any to poor old dad? No. They think it's hilarious. It's hilarious to them.
My daughter, she comes home and then she locks herself in the room, and then the next morning comes. I got on there for about 2 or 3 hours, and I was proud of myself. I said, oh man, I stayed up to 12 midnight doing this. I got some cool stuff. And she's got like a town hall. I go, a town hall? A bridge? Oh, yeah. What?
Yeah, no.
I got this net. I caught a butterfly.
There's this whole area where I can't get to, and they're like waving at me on the other side of the river. I'm like, what? Can I come in? No, you suck. You're out of here.
You're not worthy.
You're not worthy. See you later, pal.
Buddy, why?
Well, no, and
he's not one of the cool kids.
It took forever for me to be able to even download the game for him, because the site was just getting hammered.
Yeah. Well, it was a big game to begin with. Starting off, it was a huge game, and people were psyched about it. But then all of a sudden, boom.
Painting question.
Go ahead.
Do you prefer matte sheen or glossy sheen? I see most people go matte. I really like the glossy look, but it's hard to find a good gloss sealer. Thoughts?
I'm a matte guy. It's more realistic. I mean, I definitely don't wear a shiny polo. I just, it's just not me. I just tend the matte looks more realistic. You can shade it and highlight it and create light with it a lot better than you can, with something shiny.
You have better control of the light.
Yeah, better control of the light. What do you think, Lance?
I just like matte just because I don't want to. I mean, there's some things I think that you can do a gloss shine that make it look cool. Like if it's like some
glass
or troll coming out of the mud, and like you want to make it look like he's wet and stuff. There's some effects you can go with there. But I mean, normally I go for realistic, with my stuff, and it's just kind of like I think everybody should own and it if you go to, well, you can't really go to a Hobby Lobby right now or anything like that, but you always have the 40% off coupons. You can go to Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby always has the Testors Super Matte. It's a little tiny spray can about this big, but it'll last you forever. Mm-hmm. When you get done painting your miniature, just give it a on both sides, and just let it, and you'll see the change in how it looks in like seconds, and it'll everything will look more real. Everything will look more. It's weird. It has both the effect of like protecting your paint job a little bit because it provides a coating, and secondly, it just becomes, I don't know. It's weird. It just looks like it has more substance to it. Uh-huh. And I've told everybody I know, just go buy a can of that. It's stupid how much it costs. It's like $8 for a little tiny can of it.
Yeah. But
use the 40% coupon that you can always get, and then there you go. I mean,
remember,
Serial Heroes says he puts
not
matte. Oh, go ahead.
But not but
yeah. There you go. Ha 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 ha.
No, I thought that was awesome advice.
Serial says he does matte and throws on gloss for things like eyeballs, teeth, glass jars, things like that.
Well, that just sounds like it's effort, and I just can't do that. So
you get a E for effort there, Serial.
I always enjoy a good Sammy Davis Jr. I always throw a glass eyeball in.
Oh,
Oh man.
Boom, boom,
Boom. Vincent Blanda has asked if we could see Gotham City Chronicles played live.
I hate that game, but
maybe not.
Yeah, I'm just.
it's such
it's not me.
It's so fiddly. Is my problem with it.
I don't like it. A matter of fact, I'm getting rid of mine. I'm finishing up painting a few parts on it, and that's it. It actually makes me physically sick to own it. And yeah, there you go.
Oh, jeez.
John Fournette, Viking, Lance, are you talking about Dull Coat?
Yeah, there you go. Tester's Dull Coat.
Thank
there
you.
Go.
Thank you for that. When Vincent would also like to know when's the next Tiger Puppet episode?
The Tiger might be back for some wrestling. We really kind of give him a bit of a rest. You know, he's
been tired.
Yeah, he really has.
Also, he got really demanding in the contract negotiations, so we had to kind of
People don't like him either. People don't like him.
He's a love-or-hate kind of character. There's people who like him. People who
why don't you shut up? I've had about enough of sitting over there listening to you. And you, Lance, where did you go? The minute the Tiger comes up, maybe I am one of the same with him. Nobody will ever know, for sure. Oh, there he is. No, we are not one of the same, but look at him. I terrorize him.
Excellent.
Excellent.
There you go. Christopher says he gets his primer, spray paints, matte and gloss finishes at your local Walmart and hardware stores.
Hey, whatever works for you and wherever.
Great entry level.
Let me ask you something, Lance. With the new dog, how hard was it to train a husky?
He was pretty easy to train. Just mostly because of the blue healer that we have. So
they follow each other, believe it.
Yeah, he followed her around and kind of listened to what she had to say, and just he learned pretty quickly you don't do the doo-doo in the house. He had a couple of because he was a puppy. He had a little bit of the loose stools at the beginning.
In the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, which is pretty common, and he actually had a bacterial infection, so we had to give him some medicine right away. But which it was just that whenever he would do the deuce, it was more of a slurry than it was a. So my son thought it was hilarious because I took him with me to go pick up my son at school back when you could still take kids to school, and it was middle of winter, and he started whining. We were like about a minute away from home. He was like, just like losing it. I knew he had to go to the bathroom, so we got home. He held it. He ran out of the car, ran up on top of a snow hill that was in our front yard, and relieved. He was very relieved, and I was like, it was
a great day.
And I said to my son, "Oh, look at him! Look at that! He's dropping a big old steamer." And my son thought that was the funniest thing I'd said in ever. Dropping a steamer right there, but yeah, he was but no, I mean he was not tough at all. He still thinks he's a puppy. He doesn't realize he's 80 pounds. So he crawls up in your lap and he's just like, "Oh, hey, what's going on?" But he's very adorable. He's I saw a husky when I was 12 years old, and I'd never seen a dog with those blue eyes, and I was like, that's the coolest thing in the world. And ever since I saw one, I always wanted to own one. And then of course, there's a breeder and that I was in contact with, and they I saw some pictures, and I went to go see him, and he was adorable. So now I got the weird thing about him was that there's a house that I drive by almost every time I leave the house, and they have a husky,
and
Okay.
I'd always see him outside, or her. I don't know if it was a boy or girl. I always see him in like middle of winter, 0 degrees, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, that poor dog, he's just outside. And I had no idea that they love it outside. I mean, like he has gone out onto our deck in the middle of a snowstorm or curled up in a ball and just sat there, snow falling on him, sleeping for like 3 hours. Like and then he comes wandering back in the house, and it's like, oh, it's like 70 degrees in here. This is too hot. It's like, he's got and I never really had a dog that has like just that big, thick coat, and he's got one, and so we're gonna have to. I've never taken any of my dogs to a groomer, but you got to take the Huskies in the summer to a groomer, so they don't bake. So
it's like my shepherds. That's all they do is shed.
Yeah.
Monster X.
What's up, Rob? How you doing?
All right. How are you, my friend?
Good, buddy. Good.
Welcome on to the show.
Thank you.
Glad to have you.
Glad to be on.
Right now, I'm about to do a little dry brushing here.
Ooh.
Well, I got kind of a question for you, Rob.
Go ahead.
So, as you may remember,
it wasn't me, by the way.
You sent these to me a little earlier. I got these on Monday, and you painted these out. And I'm in the middle of trying to match what you did, and then I had this big thing to try and figure out. And since you don't have it anymore, I'm curious if you have like a blueprint for it.
For that, that's the Iron Throne, right?
Yeah.
I would spray paint that black, and then because it's all, what I would do is dry brush it very lightly with a metallic, with a silver or a lead belcher type of,
like we do these.
Yeah, a plate metal, like right here. And then what I would do is I would take a little rust and kind of just hit it in areas.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And that would give that throne more of a feel. What do you think, Lance? He's thinking about it. Lance, you there?
Yeah, sorry, I was talking to. I apologize. I'm probably gonna have to go here very shortly because I.
Yeah.
No, I have to.
Thanks for hanging.
I have to take my kids. So they have set up. They've taken everything out of the kids' lockers, and they have them set up with bags and stuff like that. And then we actually have to drive to the school. Somebody will walk out. They'll ask you the name of your child. They'll go back in, and then they'll bring out their stuff that was in their locker and all of the stuff they need for their distance learning. And it's like, but you don't have to touch anybody or breathe anybody's air. And so my time to go do that for my kids here is coming up in about a half hour. So
listen, if I were you, just don't breathe their air.
I know. I try not to. But Robert, Helen, thank you so much for everything. Rob, thank you.
I'll try to see. I'll try to pop in tonight. It really depends on what's going on because I've got meetings. Let's just put it that way.
Don't do me any favors, okay?
Whoa. By the way, thanks for coming on, pal.
Yeah, no problem, brother. Just everybody stay safe, stay sane, and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, brother. Later.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's I was
gonna say I need to look up I'm one of those weird people who didn't watch the whole Game of Thrones thing. Yeah, thank you. I knew that was coming. I didn't follow the whole Game of Thrones thing, but
neither did I. I saw episode 1, 2, and then the Queen decided that Housewives of Orange County were more important. Figure that one out. I know, sacrilege. So
I was looking up some. She was, there's been a conversation of asking for maybe one of the Dungeons and Dragons, the D&D games, the tile games, the like Legends of Drizzt and Castle Ravenloft and whatever.
Yeah.
Just that was kind of a side conversation that was going on. I was looking up some source images, Monster, on the Iron Throne.
Oh wow, cool.
And that's probably a great way to. Oftentimes, and I know Rob does this too. You go to the source, look for art that makes sense. Look for art, and in this case, it's a TV show, so there's lots of it. I'm seeing a lot of images that actually look a lot like, particularly the back of that looks like almost like stone, like it's iron that's been turned into stone. And I could be wrong, but that's what I'm seeing. When
have you ever been wrong?
More often than I'd like to be.
This is like 10,000 toothpicks all pointing up.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, that's really crazy. So I might almost go with some
gray. A gray?
Yeah, almost a stone look. Let me see if I can.
It could be lighting too, the way it's hitting.
It absolutely could be. I'm gonna drop a link in here.
She's gonna drop a link on us.
Yeah.
So Rob, for the rust, are you thinking like a Doom's Bull brown, or are you thinking more like a red?
There should be. What do you got for paints there? It looks like you have everything.
Well, yeah.
All right.
According to my local game store.
Don't you have like a rust type of Balthazar? Oh God, they have something. But you have to go very light, or you're going to lose it.
Okay.
You're going to lose the effect.
So you're thinking like an actual rust special effect kind of paint?
Yeah, because I thought they had like a rust or something.
Oh,
I forgot what the heck it's called. For crying out loud. I got to check the Army Painter line and see what they have. They must have something like that. So what I was going to say, oh God, I had something to tell Kabuki too. Doggone it.
She's still here. Rob, I did a screen share here.
All right, hold on. How do we do that?
I think did it show up like as another source for you? Maybe.
Yeah. Yes. Add to stream.
There you go.
Yeah, the heck.
So you can kind of see there's the back side of it.
That's kind of what I'm talking about. I don't think that's stone. That's more lighting than it is anything. It's
is that
dull.
lighting?
I think that's dull.
Mm-hmm.
It might be because I'm seeing like in here. Yeah, you can. Can you see my? No, you can't. Yeah, you can. Kind of in here, I'm seeing a lot of like kind of rust on the undersides.
Mm-hmm.
But not heavy rust. Like a real light touch with the rust there.
That's exactly what I was
definitely seeing some spots here that are shiny metal where it's like on the highlights, but I'd head for more of a dull look if you can on some of the lower, which is why I said it looked like stone. I was looking at a littler image. I blew it up for that, but I dropped a link on the YouTube, and I can send you that also.
Dropping a link.
Cool, thank you.
On the and via email, but yeah, there. So I know Rob does that a lot. He looks at the art from the things, and I find that. I mean, honestly, the real world does it, or some artist has already made it up. Sometimes it's easier to not have to make it up all over again.
Exactly.
Yeah. The one they had in the picture just didn't quite look like it was.
It didn't coincide.
No.
Yeah. I thought that was a really nice. This is actually not. Was a really nice highlighted image of it. So.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah. Glad I could be some help. I feel like I've contributed something.
There you go.
What do you know? All right.
I was going to. So what's everybody watching? I mean, everybody must be binge watching something when they're home. I'll tell you what I started watching. I started going over my old Mystery Science Theaters 3000s. The old ones, not the new ones.
I need to watch those again. Those were great.
And I saw the old Gamera one, and to this day, that still kills me. I love that show.
Gamera was a turtle?
Yeah, he was a turtle. He's a turtle that breathes fire. Gets in all kinds of... Gamera, help us! Save us all! It wasn't until the 90s when they started doing some serious ones that were actually really, really pretty good. But The old ones are kind of goofy but fun. He was just supposed to be a child's hero. What can I tell you? Gamma Rock, says Vincent. But I know that Kabuki's a big TV person. I was wondering what she was watching. I actually started reading a couple of comics that I haven't had a chance to catch up with, and that's The Boys. And now everybody says that Netflix show is supposed to be like really, really good.
It was good. It's Amazon Prime, I think.
Amazon Prime, excuse me. Netflix.
It was.
I'm sorry, because I'm on Netflix. I'm just.
It's okay.
What can I tell you?
Kabuki is more of a movie person than TV.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't really watch things, and you don't really want to know what I'm reading because it's probably either boring or disgusting, one of the two.
I thought you were going to say you don't want to know what I'm reading.
Yeah, I mean, I read for work basically. So
yeah. Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you now.
Yeah, I read for work.
I got you now because we've talked about this.
Yes.
Nothing like throwing some bats together. The black
look at
and just a
those.
little gray dry brush.
Look at that.
Gray dry brush.
Make you bigger
cool.
again because
where did
I think he
Monster
was finished
kicked
with this question. So.
Oh, all right.
And
you didn't have to go. You could have said goodbye. Nobody says goodbye. They just go.
Lance said goodbye.
Well, Lance said goodbye. Montana internet kicked me off. Thanks. Oh, okay.
Okay, in that case. Well, I had that happen.
Yeah, you got booted. Yeah, see,
yeah,
I think Lance is pretty. You're pretty close. The internet overload.
Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be the next big hoodoo. Is everybody's working from home and streaming everything, and you're set since you've got a backbone down there now. But
oh yeah, thank God.
And I did some. I did the.
Well, I live out in the middle of nowhere. Nobody uses the internet. They still use tin cans.
Dude, someday I am going to have a actual, like one of the old like crank phones.
That'd be funny.
John Fournette says The Boys was fun, twitched but fun, and it was supposedly tame compared to the actual comic series.
Yeah, the comic book is brutal, so I'm kind of looking forward to see how it cross over when I eventually watch the series. Serial Sven Gulli, he's okay. I wish he was a little bit more serious, the way like Boris Karloff used to be with Thriller Theater and all that stuff. I don't know. Maybe that's me.
Altered Carbon on Netflix is good. Cool.
Ooh. All right, I'll have to check that out.
I'll put that on my list of things I will never get around to watching.
Of course, my wife is now watching anything Hallmark 1,000 times.
Of course, because much like in the winter when we're all
it's
like
spring
frozen
love.
in, now we're all. It's like Christmas in May now. Don't suggest that.
Well, the thing that kills me is just when I think it's over, like she catches up with all the Christmas movies, then it goes into the Winterfest, and then I go, okay, she's done with the Winterfest stuff, and then it's Valentine's Day, then it's spring love. Okay, and then
Oh,
I want to hang myself.
I watch my one Hallmark movie every year, and I do that only so I can play Hallmark Christmas movie bingo because it's fun.
Yeah. All right, there we go. All right, this is moving along pretty quickly.
I saw somewhere it was announced that CBS All Access is doing a week free or something, so everybody can watch Picard while they're stuck.
Oh yeah?
Anybody watching Picard? Thoughts?
I haven't seen it yet. I just don't have the time.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, I work all day, then come here, do this.
Then come home and work all night because we're doing this.
Yeah.
Yep.
Making videos. By the way, there's a couple more videos that.
If I can get the kids into Quantum Leap, we might watch that.
Oh, that's a great show. One of my favorite shows all the time.
It's great. She says though that she thinks the show suffered from copyright issues. Tony Emerson likes Picard. Liked Picard.
Okay.
So we got at least one.
Well, there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. What time do we have here? 5:09. Okay.
Yeah.
A few more minutes, and then we'll call it a show.
Yeah. So yeah, like my high tech reading
Your high tech.
was one of them.
Oh God.
Gregorian semiology. I'm learning how to read chant notation.
Thought so. Maybe just 2 reviewers. What?
It was a
they're
reply to
talking
Monster.
about
Is that out? KK. The Altered Carbon RPG.
Let's see.
Don't
there
know.
we go. That's that.
Nice. Yeah, I watched shows that didn't hold up well though. Highlander.
Highlander didn't
The series.
Oh,
The
my wife
movies.
loved that. My
Oh,
wife
yeah.
loved that show.
I have like the whole thing on DVD also, but I went back to watch it and I just couldn't.
Adrian Paul or something was his
Yep.
name. I think she
Yep.
watched it for him more than.
I think pretty much everyone watched it for him more than the show.
Hey, I turned to her. I go, okay.
Then again, we decided to just for kicks. We started back at the very beginning of Star Trek TNG.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're terrible. It's like torture. It's so bad.
It's that bad.
It's so bad. Godzilla. I used to watch Highlander. Yep, we watched for Adrian. LOL. Yeah, we did. Kabuki. Yeah, I had a big crush on Adrian Paul.
All right. She goes, oh, I just think it's a
Serial.
good show. I
I'll
go,
probably
yeah,
watch
okay.
Arrested Development again. Yeah, see, maybe.
It's a good show, sure. All right.
Yeah, Highlander TV show was fun, but yeah, like 50% of the shows aren't great. You're right, Kabuki. King Fat. Rob just needs to put on a long black wig for the Queen.
No, back then I was young, and all I said, okay, babe, don't worry about it. You can like Adrian Paul. You're just missing out on the total package.
Yeah, no, she wasn't. She had you.
No, I know. It was easy.
Yeah,
See,
so
what happened?
She got the best of all worlds.
Yeah, it was like, well, that's no challenge. You're already mine. I go, okay, I'll just watch Xena, the Warrior Princess.
There's another one that didn't hold up.
No, not at all.
Wow.
Not at all.
MacGyver. There's another great one that was a lot of fun but didn't hold up. Ugh.
Well, didn't they try to redo it or something like that?
I don't know.
Young MacGyver.
Files from the first. The Witcher is good to rewatch, though.
The Witcher?
Don't know that I ever watched it. Netflix has a comic show called Lock and Key.
Huh.
Joe Hill, who wrote the show, is Stephen King's son. Yeah, we watched an episode of that. I thought it was pretty good, but I don't know that I can get my hubby to watch the rest of it. I think my cat just decided that I'd been in here by myself too long. If I have a cat attack, y'all know why.
Okay, this is getting.
My wife and one daughter have been all about Lock and Key from Serial Heroes.
Never heard of it. Well, all right.
Joe Hill has a comic series called Basket Full of Heads that's currently on like number 5. I want to get back and collect. Okay.
What is it called?
Basket Full of Heads. It's comics.
Okay, I'll check it out.
King Fat. Spaced is a great funny show if you've never seen it.
Huh. Oh, Spaced. Okay. I've heard of that, but I've never seen it. What's the other thing I really...
Yes, Xena was a cool show. But very much a product of its times.
Yep. This is everything else.
Pretty much.
This is everything else.
Now we live in the reality show time.
Oh, God. I just don't understand. You have all these channels, and yet there's not any good shows.
There's nothing on. There's nothing on. I remember when you used to pay for cable so that you didn't get the commercials.
Yeah.
Now you pay for cable so you get commercials.
Yeah.
And that's all there is.
They changed that in lickety split.
Didn't they? Tony Emerson. Godzilla says Farscape was pretty cool. Tony Emerson.
Yeah.
Dark is amazing. It's a German series on Netflix about a town by a nuclear facility and time travel. It's bloody awesome, but don't watch it with English dub. Just watch the subtitles. Yeah.
Works for me.
Deutsche to English is usually a little stilted.
Look at you.
Serial. Most things with Simon Pegg are fun.
Yeah, he's a pretty talented lad. No doubt about that.
I'm the person that it took my college buddies like an hour and a half to get me to figure out who Brad Pitt was. So, we're
Listen, let me tell you about Brad Pitt. I don't care if you're a man and some women like him just because he's Brad Pitt. Okay? But that dude can act. Okay? 12 Monkeys. What was the other one? Snatch he was in. He was awesome. He was just really good in some movies. I mean, just a really good actor.
I just don't watch a lot of stuff.
I haven't seen a lot of movies lately, and shame on me, but
I never have. It's never been. I can't keep up with you guys. If you liked Castle, go watch The Rookie on Hulu. Okay.
Ooh, The Rookie.
7. Yes, 7 was great. I like that one a lot.
7 was
phenomenal.
Ridiculous.
Serial says he binge watches American Pickers, Forged in Fire, and Cutthroat Kitchen. I like Forged in Fire. I have watched a few of those. That's really good. I'd love to be able to watch Red Dwarf, but no luck.
That I tried watching it, and it kind of bored me.
Red Dwarf.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked because
is that one of those?
Isn't
that one of those like? Isn't that like the British humor thing?
Yeah, I mean, there were parts that were funny. I mean, I get British humor. I mean, but I just, for me, it just didn't.
Just
click.
missed. Yeah.
It just missed. I mean, plain and
I
simple.
loved the one. What was in law school? I used to watch Last of the Summer Wine.
Last of the Summer Wine.
Mm-hmm. It's about these kind of couple of old guys in a rural town in Great Britain. That's just it's just their antics, and it was a great, relaxing, but funny kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And available on PBS, which is important when you're in law school.
Well, there you go. There you go.
What else? True Romance, Fight Club. Brad Pitt, Kabuki. Brad Pitt is great. Loved Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I haven't seen that. I've heard nothing but great things about it, though. And I'm curious about it. That's for doggone sure. No doubt about that.
Get Smart with Don Adams.
Oh God, Don Adams was so funny.
Yes.
That was during the whole I Dream of Jeannie and all that other golden age stuff.
Oh, now I'm getting recommendations for British comedy. Love you guys. Faulty Towers, Black Books, Friday Night Dinner. I've seen some of Friday Night Dinner.
How about Ab Fab? Ab Fab was great.
That was good. It was good.
I loved Ab Fab.
Don Tickles. Yeah.
My wife and I.
If you like American Pie style antics, The In-Betweeners was great.
Okay.
Yeah, lots of there's sort of a side back and forth on Doctor Who. Doctor Who has been so many things. It's crazy. I got into it for a little bit, and then
I'm a big Doctor Who fan, but I'll tell you something. The way they destroyed it this last season, it's just ridiculous.
I followed for a couple years, and then I moved from the place that had the cable as part of the rent, and that was the end of it.
Well, that's the end of that. You don't have cable?
No.
Oh, look at you.
I don't have cable. I have my rig here, which is I don't even know what size these things. 2 gigantic screens basically, and then I have my television in the basement, which is big enough to make up for all televisions. It's an 85-inch screen.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I have a movie theater in my basement.
Well, there you go. And you don't use it, right?
Very rarely. The teenager comes over and brings friends. It's, I try and be the best, the coolest aunt. You know, that's my role in life. I get to be the awesome aunt.
Awesome aunt.
Board games and giant televisions, and let's see, when the little one came to visit the other day, and we watched. No, this was a while ago, but we had to watch Wreck-It Ralph, and it was the movie of choice, and so we had Oreos. We had to eat the nasty guards. Oh, it was the best.
Oh boy. Where are we at here? All right.
Right at 2.5 hours. Issue 6 of Basketful of Heads is out this week, but unfortunately not sure when last issue will ship because Diamond Comics is suspending shipping starting next week.
Yes. Comic book shipping is done for a while. They are not doing anything else new for a while. Yep. So there you go.
And Godzilla says the problem is that Jodie hasn't found her version of the Doctor yet. She hasn't settled into the role well, apparently.
No, the problem is the guy that she's fine. I don't. I mean,
her companion.
I actually like her. The problem is the writer who just erased all the history and basically just said, "Well, the Doctor has always been a woman." That's kind of. I don't care. You know, there's history there. You just erased 50 years of history. It's not about that the Doctor was a woman. It's a fact that you erased all these fantastic actors, you know, Tom Baker.
To some extent, that could be writing. I mean, obviously the writer wrote that.
The guy that writes it is just horrible. The stories don't make sense. He just needs to go away. She needs to stay, but she won't stay without him. But he's just horrendous, and that's the best way to put it.
That's terrible.
It happens.
Yeah, it does. Well, please see notes an hour ago in the stream about, you know, there's either too many or not enough.
Yeah.
If it's good, there's not enough. If it's jump shark, there's too many. That's pretty much the definition of things.
Yeah, and it's just so, I don't know. It jumped the shark for sure.
Yeah.
I got
good bit of.
All right.
Good bit of discussion on Teen Wolf going on also. So what do y'all think of this format? Does this work? Y'all like enjoying hanging out?
Yeah, I think this works a lot better. I think once people start
lots of agree with Rob on Doctor Who. You're getting lots of thumbs out.
Yeah. But I think in a nutshell, this is the way we're going to go. You're more than welcome to pop in or just hang out. And that's all.
We love having somebody pop in for a question. You know, if there's something we can help you with, I'll try and remember to get some paint or figure out how to get set up so we got some paint station going.
Yeah. And
yes, I love it. It's great. Shrug. Something to listen to while I'm at work. Jade, thank you for that honest feedback.
Thanks for killing the entire feed.
Kabuki, yeah, this works well. Very fun.
All right. So what I'm going to say, well, go ahead.
Apparently, Mini Market has a bunch of things on their 90% off sale.
Yes,
go buy minis. Go buy minis.
I pretty much said that.
Yep.
And if you saw the video, I kind of broke everything down. There was some really unique stuff out there.
We've had discussions about how much video I watched.
Blood and Plunder is out there, which is just fantastic.
All right, I'm hitting up Mini Market as soon as we get off here.
Oh, there you go.
Don't crash the site, everybody. I'm going.
Well, the reason that video came out so late was so it wouldn't crash the site, and now you know you got to check it out. There's just so much stuff. There's more than on there than as if they were to do a Black Friday. They actually have more, which I was just like, whoa, look at all this stuff. Because I got the list before anybody, and I went, holy cow. And I'm going through, and it just never seemed to end. Boy, I'm just winging it.
I quickly scrolled over there. There are just in tabletop miniatures, there are 23 pages. So Lots to go around.
That's a lot of stuff, folks. Definitely check it out. You know, especially if you're going to be stuck indoors. If you can get it,
Absolutely. And check out Gray Fox Games. Lance told you about their 50% off sale.
Yeah.
So make sure you checked out their Trapped at Home sale.
Don't forget to support our great sponsors, of course, Miniature Market, Army.
The Army Painter.
I mean, what a fantastic job they've done. You know, to take on a channel like this, I mean, I got to give them all the props in the world. You know, it's a different type of channel, but they believed in what we do. They know that we're working with the above.
Oh, Godzilla.
Above board. What's the matter?
She says she got chatty.
Why did she get chatty?
She's been chatting up a storm in the comments. We love it. That's the whole idea. That's what this hangout's all about.
Here.
Get chatty.
Get chatty.
Chat with each other in the channel, in the comments. You know, come over here and chat with us for reals.
Listen, the whole thing is that we have a place that's safe for everybody, and you kind of get to sit back. You don't have to watch the painting if you don't want to. I mean, I'm just going to sit here and paint because I got to get it done, so we can do some playthroughs. Because God knows you guys don't want to see anything that's not painted. I can't do that to you, so I got to sit here and paint. I got 3 more guys to do, and then we're going to call it.
All right.
We're going to call it
3 hours.
3 hours. And you know, the nice thing about this is that we just, you know,
Kabuki asked if I have a mechanical keyboard. No, it's not a mechanical keyboard. I just type ridiculously quickly, and it makes noise.
Did you hear that, Kabuki? It's like, oh, it's not mechanical. I just type so quickly that man cannot keep up with me.
Well, occasionally overload the. I do occasionally overload the buffer on my computer.
I do overwhelm my computer, you know, this superior brain of mine.
No, all I do all day is read
Helen.
and type, okay? I have lots of practice.
I am the Helen.
Lots of practice. I break the sound barrier.
Yeah, you know, the funny thing about it is you said something the other day, and I'm pulling back the curtain a little bit. You said, well, you know, we get on each other's nerves. I go, you never got on my nerves. Oh, never mind. I guess I get on your nerves. Let's just say it. Just say it.
No. Okay, maybe sometime. No.
Yeah, I am tough. I am tough. Helen.
No, we have. I mean, in all honesty, we have a good work.
We have a tremendous relationship. I mean, people would die to have the relationship that we have.
We each have things we're good at, and we get out of each other's way. That's sort of the best part about it.
That's this channel would not be where it is if it wasn't for Miss Helen Adams.
Aww.
And that's just, I've said that a million times, and I'll always say that every time I get a chance to. But I mean, she's kept it together, because there was a couple times I was going to pack it in. I'll be honest with you.
True story.
And she said, you know, why am I doing this?
True story.
And then she talked me out of it.
Yeah, well, it's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Then I complain. Yeah, then you just overwhelm me with work every time I talk you out of it. So.
Yeah. Okay, Helen, I need you to do this then. I should have let him go.
Yeah. Nah, I love you. I mean, and I love y'all. It's sort of. That's what it's all about. It's about the community, and that's. I was originally brought in for the Discord, and I happily took that on because I like having a place that we can all.
Well, and then slowly you kind of just took everything over.
Yeah, well. And
then we try to bring people in, and it's hard to find good people, plain and simple.
Well, the pay ain't much. Hey, it's true. I get fun stuff, and I get to hang out with Rob. You know.
People forget.
And I occasionally get awesome prototypes of games that I have no idea what they are.
All right, let me go one further then. How about that time? How about that time you went to Miniature Market and they basically said, "Get whatever you want"?
I know, that was awesome.
Okay, then. Why did that happen?
Because I was down there helping you.
No, because you've helped the channel so much, and he wanted to make sure that you got
We spent a day teaching kids or showing people that putting paint on minis is not a scary thing at all.
And every time I went to go, every time I needed like help, where was Helen? Well, I've got all this. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at that.
You are so full of it.
You and Kevin were like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It was like Christmas for the two of you.
It's not my fault that you order from them regularly and Tina had a day on us.
Oh, yeah. She got to walk through. Steven said, yeah, just go take whatever you want out of the warehouse.
I know. Whoa. He is so.
Tina,
Mini Market is so good to us.
Oh God, yeah.
I mean, they really do take care of us.
Yeah, and I'm like,
and now Army Painter. I mean, Rob.
Yeah.
I kid you not. Rob was busy. We were chatting on something else, and he went, "You would not believe this," and I could hear the box hit the table. It was like, I'm convinced the neighbors felt the box hit the table.
Mm-hmm.
That thing had to be massive.
Yeah, they're very good to us. You know, we're very lucky to have good sponsors. Yeah. They believe in what we're doing, and we are, you know, we're trying to provide good content. Most of all, they just said, just do what you do. You know, you don't have to try to sell the stuff. The stuff sells itself.
John Fournette has a
suggestion.
A hobby hint. He said, I bought a nail polish shaker.
Okay.
I'm not going to try to say that 5 times fast. To mix my hobby paints. Works well on stubborn separated paint. Good tip. Thank you.
There you go.
Made me finally like Army Painter. When I got my mega set, I couldn't get them shaken up well enough. Now I love the colors. Good to know, because I've had problems with a couple of them. I've had a couple that I got from a friend that were older, and I've had problems with the paint being separated out. So I'll have to give that a go. Thanks for the tip.
There we go. All right, let's do that. How do we do that? I forgot. If I do that, no. If I do that, no. No. If I do that, no. What am I doing? Do I even know?
Do you need to switch cameras?
Oh, add to the stream. There we go.
There you go. Hey, Rob. We get to see the face.
Yeah, I know. Oh, God.
Whew. Whew. That was a marathon.
Another 3-hour marathon when we just figured that we would try this out. But, you know, we just start talking. We get you guys all together and we just have a great time. Listen, thank you so much for being here. And I'm looking at the screen, so forgive me. But, you know, I just put it on me anyways. Helen, you did a great job. You kept it going. You're awesome. What can I tell you?
Thank you.
But we knew that.
Kabuki's trying to decide on dinner. She's thinking maybe eggs and hash browns.
Oh, you know what? We were going to have, what the heck was it? French toast, but I told her not to worry because I got so much going on. Please make your video shorter or choose a different one. For long videos, we recommend screen sharing with audio. Now, how do you do that? Screen sharing with audio. I'm screen sharing now. Can you hear? Yeah, you can hear me.
I can hear you. Yeah, but that's the mic.
Oh, wait a minute. Desktop audio. I wonder if that is this. Hold on.
Probably.
Hold on. Oh, wait, hold on. All right. Everybody hold on for a second. I'm going to try something.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. All right. Hold on. All right. Let's see what happens. Can you hear that?
Nope.
No? Hold on.
Nope. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm. No, that's not going to do it. Oh, wait a minute. Can you hear that?
Nope. Although we're not focused on it. Is it still screen sharing?
Nope.
Nope.
Hold on.
We're going to get it, guys. Later, Jade. It's...
No?
Nope. I swear we have actual, like, semi-official, semi-professional stuff.
No, I just can't figure it out.
All right. Well, we'll sort it.
Nope. All right. Well,
we'll get it sorted later.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
Happen eventually.
It was a good idea. All right. All right. So what I'm going to say, and Helen, I'm just going to hang on for a second, okay?
I'll be here.
Thanks, everybody. I appreciate everything you guys being on here and everything like that for all this time. Make sure that you subscribe to us or follow us on Twitch. If you're not subscribed on the YouTube channel, we're going to be doing a lot more stuff. We're getting prepped up for a really great time that we're going to have with Warhammer Quest. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. Make sure you hit the like button and also hit that bell notification to let you know that when we come live. Guys, we'll see you again real soon. I want to thank you all so much for being on here. Helen, make sure you say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great time, everybody.